Kia ora, hello, no mai haere mai, and welcome in Sal's NBL action here on Sky Sports, starting with the Sky Broadband Rapid League, of course. The Taranaki Ears tonight hosting the Franklin Bulls in the mighty New Plymouth. Tonight, 8 plays 9. We're in for a close one. Maya Williamson joined by Kaysen Bookman here tonight. Like I said, 8 plays 9, Kaysen. It's a very close matchup tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It is a battle to the top of the ladder. And for these two teams, they've got a ways to go, both with only 4 and 5 wins apiece. So they need to find a way to get a win tonight.
Take a look at the standings. Just see Nelson Giants, of course, every week sitting pretty at the top there. And we'll head over to that second page. Like we said, 8 plays 9. A win for the Ears could tip that 8th spot. It's going to be an essential one for both these squads tonight, especially considering these points count towards the actual ladder in the Sal's NBL.
Yeah, exactly, and that's only going to help their team climb to the top, and again, they are neck and neck in that aspect.
Take a look at the Franklin Bulls starting 5. Vano, Coca Gray, Noafo, Hughes, Anderson. A very young local core, but very talented.
Oh, absolutely, and they have been actually playing together quite well this season. Be interesting to see how they match up against the more experienced Airs.
Yeah, Marcel Jones there coming off the bench, really bringing the average age up.
The only outlier.
And we'll head over to the Taranaki Ears starting 5, the hosts for tonight. See the atmosphere starting to build here in TSB Stadium. Exeter, Telford, Durand, Adam and Bailey. Like you alluded to, Kaysen, way more experience in this lineup as opposed to the Bulls.
Yeah, way more experience, but again, looking at the win and loss record, they still only have 4 compared to 5 for the Bulls.
Yeah, the addition of Jalen Durand to the sign and trade during the Sal's NBL trade window. A great pickup for them.
Oh, absolutely. He did really well in their last game.
Take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, and like we've alluded to many a times already, very even matchup tonight. Points per game, even. Shots per game, relatively even, but it might be the made threes tonight that could be the make or break.
Yeah, exactly. And again, the Bulls have the edge in that front, but you don't want to live and die by the 3 too much. You want to punch it down low, try to get the easy buckets.
Just about to get underway here in TSB Stadium, New Plymouth. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport. Match officials for tonight, Hayden Pipe, Mikey Graham and Kobe Lucas. The Ears and the white coming off a win versus the Fire. The Bulls in the lavender. Lavender, what'd you say?
Yeah, plum. Plum?
Huh?
Lavender?
Isn't plum like...
Oh, yeah, it's a little darker, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
lavender. We'll go with lavender.
Yeah, we'll go
tonight.
with that.
They're coming off a loss against the Giants. Wanting to bounce back and secure another one here tonight. Just waiting to smooth out some technical issues. Joe Reddish there at helm of Sky Broadband Rapid League coaching duties. Junior Tall Blacks assistant coach. Andrew Green, the Ears head coach. There's Trent Adam, who's going to be joining the Ears for the remainder of the season. Coaching his son Xavier Adam tonight. Just a wee hold up in the old TSB Stadium in New Plymouth. Thumbs up from Mikey Graham. We are underway. And the first possession goes to the Ears. How about that bleach blonde here to start things off?
I'm loving it.
Telfer has played over 100 games in Sal's NBL. Quinton Bailey doesn't want to take that 3 ball. He's doubled immediately. Durand likes that lane. Too easy. It's might be the easiest lap he'll get today, Kaysen.
Yeah, I was going to say, Harry Coca Gray on that last play just completely turned his back to the ball, left it wide open.
Vano and Noafo, Rotorua Boys High School ex-teammates. There goes Peyton Hughes, attacks. The leading scorer can't get it done that time. Durand searching for back-to-back buckets. Off the bat, no good. Oh, cameraman couldn't even keep up for a second. Vano was that fast. Can't complete the play though. A couple missed layups to start this one.
I'm liking the way both teams are pushing in transition and paying off for the Airs in the end. Durand really running the lanes well.
Yeah, 4 quick points for Jalen Durand. Ball still empty on all accounts. Vano finds Anderson, likes this rip. Lovely footwork off the glass.
Ooh, classic stuff from Anderson there. Nice little turnaround off the backboard.
Exeter's first taste. Telfer to Adam. Well defended by Casey Noir for nice cut by Jack Exeter. Again, too easy. It's been 6 easy points for the Ears.
Jack Exeter started that cut from the center circle and made it all the way untouched to the hoop.
Nice two-man game there. Vainoa and Noir. Noir bumped off his line by Quinton Bailey.
Bumped and perhaps traveled. Got away with a little bit of a pivot foot pickup there.
Exeter can't find Bailey. Telfer now. The cross well defended by Peyton Hughes. It's wayward off and it'll be Bulls possession.
Yeah, a bit of a rushed possession there from the Airs. Not their usual cut to the paint. A nice little pull-up look, but again, not much time for their offense to get going. Obviously in the Rapid League, you only have 4-minute quarters. As we see, we've already lost 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, and these Bulls boys are going to be running a quick rotation today. Marcel Jones to come off the bench. No Jordan Hunt, though, so just a 6-man rotation for the boys in Levenser tonight. Anderson, so good on 2 feet, but Telfer even better.
Great job staying in his cylinder there. Scotty Telfer showing his defensive prowess. There's going to be a foul on the play.
Yeah, first foul of the ball game. Jack Exeter just a little too quick off that first step. And how about these uniforms for the Ears? I like that design.
Yeah, you're a big fan, eh?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm deciding. It looks different tucked in versus untucked, so yeah. It's interesting. I'm curious as to why it doesn't wrap all the way around the back, other than the fact that you wouldn't be able to see the number.
It would look like Buzzy Bees if that was the case.
That would actually be such a cool uniform.
We'll bring it up with the Ears, eh? If you guys are rewatching this game for Scout, then here you have it. 2 made from the Chemist Warehouse for Jack Exeter. 6-point lead. The Bulls only 2 points nearing the end of this first quarter. Vainoa. A lot of heavy point guard duties for him. Finds Noir. That's nice.
That's hard to stop underneath. I mean, he is such a tough matchup. He's tall, he's got the elevation and the length. Great basket from KC.
6.5 points per game for Casey Noir, and just over 6 rebounds a game as well. He's been electric in the Rapid League. Riley Tudor, his first taste in action, as well as Cameron Quinnell, just buries that straight off the bench.
Okay, nice little penetration kick there. Love that. Opening 3 for the big guy.
Just 20 years old, out of Taranaki himself, Cameron Quinnell. Coca Gray, so good at getting downhill. 11-6.
That was just great use of his body there, clearing the lane. Absolutely untouchable.
Couple of possessions left inside this first quarter. Bulls have done a better job these last couple of possessions. Cameron Quinnell, can he go back to back? He indeed can.
Look out, the Airs. We talked about it in the beginning of the game. Threes might be the make or break, but it was the Bulls with the edge in the head-to-head stats. Airs showcasing their shooting abilities.
And a moving screen for Casey Noir. I've said it once, I'll say it again. This is a massive point of emphasis in the league this year. That won't be Casey's first offensive foul he's committed, I'm sure.
Nor his last. I feel like most of the players struggle with that. Like, at least, everyone's going to get at least one call against them this season on that play.
Yeah, absolutely. Cameron Quinnell. Look, perhaps his percentage is actually better from beyond the arc than in the paint. Just so far. Like the aggressive mindset from the young man.
And we're not going to judge him on that, you know.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
And Marcel Jones, pesky defender. 2.5 seconds in this one. Tudor has to let it go. Can't find the bottom of the net, but the Airs wrap out the first quarter with a 14-6 lead. Kaysen, the Bulls will not be happy with only putting 6 points on the board.
Well, no, you can't really get away with only putting 6 points on the board unless you're only giving up 6 points or less. I mean, how do you stop the 3-point shooting from Quinnell and Exeter? I mean, they had such a great first quarter there, the Airs. I really like their attack into the paint to open up those opportunities on the wing.
And how good does that look? I'm not talking about the score. I'm talking about the Sal's NBL deal for this week. $29 a pop for a large nut of pizza. Scan that QR code or use the online code SalsKick25. Valid till next Tuesday. Plenty of time to get amongst.
And let me get my phone out there. That looks like my dinner. If I had pizza for lunch, I wouldn't mind.
Kayson's got pizza with her, but that looks a lot better.
That looks way better. Even though mine's homemade.
No, you can't be yourself.
No.
I don't care how much of a good cook you are. Sky Broadband FIBA starter from $50 a month for the first 12 months. You can get the offer at skybroadband.co.nz or call 09525 5555.
I'm a big fan of that jacket, that woman's jacket in the crowd. The only color there, it seems. Everyone else is wearing black. They've got their winter attire on.
It's getting a bit cold, isn't it? Let's get into those days. Luckily, we got basketball to keep our hearts warm.
Yes, we do.
Bulls will come back out now, I'm sure, refreshed after a quick quarter tour about how they can improve this scoring effort they've had so far. 6 points in 4 minutes as opposed to the year's 14. Jack Exeter and Jalen Duran 4 apiece. 6 off the bench for Cameron Cornell. Vano will have to get things started right into the hands of Scott Telfer.
Yeah, that was not there at all, unfortunately. 3 defenders on that play, slinging it in with the left hand with the teammate that wasn't even looking. Costly turnover.
Nice pass. Adam shows Vano how to get that bounce pass across, and it's 2 more for the Ears, out to double digits already.
Yeah, just too easy down low for Telfer. Great little fake turnaround. Nice little 2-pointer in the paint.
Coca Gray finds the rolling Jones. Trying to play some bully ball on the young Cornell. No good.
I'd like to see a little bit more ball movement for the Bulls. I mean, they're just kind of getting one and done, throwing passes that aren't really there. I mean, defensively, they're, apart from that play, in the beginning they were doing some great rotations, but something they really need to focus on is hitting a player when they're cutting to the basket. Not getting a lot of that, and the Airs are having some easy looks in the paint.
I mean, that one from Jack Exeter where he just cut back door right in front of his player's face and had the easy 2. They'll be wanting to avoid mistakes like that very often. Scott Telfer there has played over 100 games in the Sal's NBL.
Would that be considered veteran status? When do you think you become a vet in this game?
Yeah, 100's quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think he can be called a veteran, maybe. A bit young for that, maybe.
I know. Is it an age thing or a game thing?
You guys let us know. I don't know. I'm not one to decide that.
Because then you've got the likes of Marcel Jones.
Well, that's an absolute veteran. No arguments. And it's a veteran pass. Coca Gray buries the triple there. First of the game.
I mean, Coca Gray really doing a great job carrying this team offensively, as he has done this season. 7 points for him a game so far.
He's been very impressive, Coca Gray, out of Auckland. Quinton Bailey, his patent. Little sky hook. Gets the M1. The hoop in the harm will head to the Chemist Warehouse.
The hoop and the hum. I like that.
Do you like that? Thank you so much.
I like that.
Do you like these uniforms? If you do, you can scan that QR code. Head to the team merch store online at Sterling Sports. Get your hands on any team merch from the season. Lavender for the Bulls as well. Not a bad choice.
I wonder how they settled on the lavender. It's very curious for me.
Yeah, it's kind of random to be like black, yellow, and white, and then you'd be like, you know what? Purple.
Yeah. No color scheme involved.
I love it. I think they look great.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a great uniform. Just would have never expected it.
Foul called against Xavier Adam. Just got his hands in the cookie jar on the Anderson drive. And you're right, it feels a little stagnant for this Bulls offense right now.
Yeah, they're not really getting the rotation, penetration, kick, a few passes inside. But again, just the ball movement, very static offensively for this Bulls squad. Hopefully they can get something going here. But again, props to the Airs, putting the pressure on.
Yeah, keeping this Bulls team to 9 points in 1.5 quarters so far. Vano can't find Nwafor again. He's really been struggling with that connection this game, Kaysen. Not usually the case.
Well, yeah, and the passes are coming really low. I mean, if it were me, I'd probably throw it up for Nwafor because he's so athletic, so long. But again, a nice little pass there underneath.
Anderson, such an underrated patience and footwork game of his. So good off 2 feet, recognized the jump, got the bucket, and it's back to single digits.
Yeah, that can happen in this rapid league. Just like that, you blink an eye, back within it.
Jack Exeter, that's too easy. Just floats in the air for the lay.
Yeah, exactly. It's the not hitting bodies when they cut through the lanes. It's something the Bulls need to pick up on. Again, short periods here. You can afford to give up a couple fouls. Be a little bit more aggressive on defense.
Exeter's got 6 points on the night now. Coker Gray gets a bucket of his own. He's up to 7.
Don't mind that little penetration, one-legged off the backboard shot from him. He's having himself quite the half.
And they'll take it. Only 13 points, 7 of which belong to Coker Gray. Exeter finds Telfer, finds the lane over the longer Nuafor. That was going to be a tough one to make.
Oh, absolutely, over Nuafor. Again, a nice little penetration there. Can't get the finish.
It's guarding for Vano. You could just see he threw his head back in frustration. Exeter sizes up the 3-ball right in the mouth of Anderson.
Oh, that was a nice three-pointer from the young guy. Oh my gosh.
He looked down like, are you giving me this much space? Okay.
Hand down, man down.
Back out to double digits for the hosts once again. And it continues that way with the Anderson miss from the corner. Could stretch it out to the biggest lead of the game so far. Exeter has been so silky smooth today.
With the Euro step as well. Excellent finish from him.
13 points is the lead. Jalen Duran there in the passing lane. Payson Hughes on your screen. He's been the Bulls' leading scorer in Rapid League. 7.5 points a game. Yet to get one tonight. Vano goes into the hands of Jack Exeter, draws the foul.
Yeah, again, that's a good look from the Bulls, getting it inside, finding those easy looks, just keep chipping away at this lead. Again, doing a great job finding it underneath.
Vano with 2 from the Chemist Warehouse strike. He averages 5.5 points a game and just shy of 3 assists a game in Rapid League as well. Off the back rim. I don't know why Telfer thought that was one shot. Got the rebound. He was ready to go.
He's just ready to go. You're right. Always stay ready.
Yeah, very locked in energy from Scott Telfer as Vano splits the 2. Back to 12. A chance for Ayers again to extend the lead. And it's going to be the BNZ player timeout here from Jalen Durant. You can scan the QR code for your chance to win tickets to a Sal's NBL game this season. BNZ, of course, supporting the next generation of Kiwi hoops. Kaysen, who's the ball going to right now?
Ooh, if it were up to me, who do you choose? Telfer for 3.
Oh, okay.
Telfer for 3. Or, no, I'll stick with that. Telfer for 3.
Not Jack Exeter, who's got 11 points.
No, it's a decoy. Exeter's a decoy on this one.
Let's see what happens here. Telfer curls. Cornell likes that matchup on Nuafor. Off the back rim. Claps in frustration. But the Years, nevertheless, will finish out the first half 26-14. In case it's been a team effort from these guys. Exeter with 11, Jalen Duran with 4, and 6 off the bench for Cameron Cornell. They've been very good today.
Yeah, they're executing offensively, and their efficiency's just off the charts. They're 100% from the line, 3 from 3. And you see the points here. Exeter has 11. Coker Gray with 7. Cornell with 6. Durand with 4. Bailey Telfer with 3 and 2. Anderson with 4. Nuafor, pretty quiet first half for him, but look to see him get going here in the second half. And you see the rebounders there. Bailey and Exeter cleaning up well. Jones, Nuafor, Anderson, Duran, and Tuta with 1 apiece.
Interesting from Nuafor to be only with 1 rebound at the half. Very intrigued by that. They've done a good job to keep him off the glass.
Yeah, you see the assist there. I think the Bulls haven't really found their rhythm offensively quite yet. Whereas the Airs, they came out firing. Again, cutting the lanes, slicing up that defense, to be honest. And Bulls haven't really been able to convert offensively like they normally would.
Yeah, what do you think the problem solution is to that. What's the corridor here from the Bulls? Because this is a game that is not over, but they've got to change something.
Well, I think you've got to stop passing the ball to Nwafor at his ankles because he's a tall man.
That's true.
Yeah, all those passes to him down low, let him seal, let him get a position and feed it to him up high because he needs to use his length. He's a tall guy. Obviously, he's working down low. Just get him the ball in a place where he can catch it and let him go to work. I really think that's key. And then obviously moving the ball a little bit more, getting some easier looks. So right now it's just a bit static on offense.
Okay, then your talents are being wasted here in the commentary booth. Go coach some basketball.
I've done a couple stints coaching. I'm into the individual sports.
She's a tennis gal. Not that it's any way superior to basketball whatsoever, but
No.
I like the analysis there from you, Kaysen. We'll see what the Bulls have in store for the second half. Can they close this gap? Will the Ears continue to charge? 26-14 at the end of the first half. Ears with the first possession. Adam directing traffic. Telfer into the hands of the Bulls. Nwafor almost smacked it out of bounds. Dying seconds of the shot clock here for the Ears. Exeter, so bouncy, but too short.
That was a different defensive intensity from the Bulls coming out of the jump. I like it. The man-to-man, not sitting in a zone. Aggressive, pushing the airs deep. Great defensive possession and a great offensive possession.
And there you go, Kaysen. There was that ball movement you were talking about. Swung from side to side, ended up in a bucket.
And again, you see them, they're playing high in defense, really trying to disrupt, and Nwafor jumping that on-ball screen. Ooh, that is, he'll be lucky not to get away with a intentional foul on that one. Going
But you're
for the
right.
legs.
They did a really good job there to jump out of the ball and make things difficult for this Ears team, which is what they need to do. Bring that intensity coming into this quarter. Just a little overzealous with the contact there, old Vano, but you like that intensity nonetheless.
Exactly. When I was coaching basketball, I was not a fan of a zone defense unless the team was atrocious at shooting. And obviously, they're doing a great job shooting tonight. As we see there, right on cue, making it rain from deep are the Airs.
Exactly. Making it rain is the best way you could put it. 4 from 7 from deep for the Ears. The Bulls 1 from 2. Just different stories tonight. Nwafor finds Hughes. This guy can get on a heater, but off the back rim he goes. Nwafor putting in a shift on the boards, but again, no good. He's having a tough night at the office so far.
Yeah, and he's running out. I don't know, he just seems a little bit uncomfortable out there on the wing. I'd like the on ball, but I want to see him get some action down low.
Yeah, really only had one taste of action as Anderson gets his own taste of action with the transition lay. Brings it back to an 11-point game and up to 6 for Anderson. There he is again, getting amongst. Telfer, his job's hard. Bailey getting shifty on Casey Nwafor the left-hand hook. That's nice.
Ooh, that was silky smooth. Love that from Quentin Bailey. What a nice play.
I've never seen Quentin Bailey miss a hook shot in his entire career.
Touch wood.
Oh, Casey Nwafor tries to thread the needle, no good. Another turnover for the Bulls, they're climbing. Exeter opts not to shoot that one. Finds Adam, who finds the bottom of the net, and the 5th three for the Ears.
Airs just being rewarded for their unselfishness on offense, loving the ball movement, giving up the 2 for the 3.
A clinic tonight so far for the Ears, just really putting away the Bulls, and there goes another turnover for these guys. They are really giving away possessions.
Yeah, and at this stage in the game, a minute 30 left in the third, you really need to take care of the ball, get some solid offensive possessions. And I like this pressure here, full court pressure. Again, short quarters, you can afford to put it all out there, and I need to see that defensive intensity maintained throughout the rest of this quarter.
Loving this matchup so far, Bailey and Nwafor. Adam finds Exeter, finds Bailey, the shot fake of the century, but yeah, has heavy feet on the 3-point line.
Yep. I was watching his left foot, I don't know why, but I was watching his left foot. As soon as he picked it up, I was like, oh man, there it goes.
Yeah, over-exaggerated that shot fake. Just a little too much. Then Bailey got away with it. Vinyl the hopes that the Bulls will start to close this one. There he is, three-point shot for Vano. This man can be a hibachi grill on a good night, and that's a good sign for them. Brings it back to 13.
Just the little bit of life they needed. Can they get a turnover here? Keep decreasing this lead.
Exeter, he's been good tonight, 11 points. And continues the streak. The hoop and the harm showing the Vano young gun how it's done.
He just can't be stopped tonight. Exeter is on fire. Letting him know. Is that 13 or 11 for him tonight?
Yeah, 13 tonight for Exeter. 25-year-old out of North Canterbury, Rangiora High School. Lets that one go. 14 on the night for him. Love this return to him. For him, sorry, in the Sal's NBL. Hasn't played since 2022. Jones finds Noir for Cornell. A little too physical. Noir for happy with that one. He's been facing a lot of physicality tonight.
Yeah, but that's exactly what they need to do. Stack him down low and feed the beast. He's been running around setting all these on-ball screens. Pin him down low and let him go to work on Quentin Bailey.
Almost another turnover there for the Bulls. But we'll stay with the ears. Owen Foxwell there in the background. Dom Calvin Porto. Callum Davison, some of Cason's favourites. Anderson, he's been quieter in this quarter. Off the foot of Riley Tudor. These guys don't want to play. They just want to keep throwing it out of bounds.
No, exactly. Just a heads-up play from the Airs. Not allowing them any easy looks, obviously. Still nursing that 16-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a clinic tonight for the Airs. 37 points in 3 quarters. Thanks to 5 of 8 shooting from downtown. Vano, and oh no, Noir for again hasn't learned his lesson. The second moving screen.
He was trying to be super subtle about it. Left it to the last minute hip check, and the rest were watching with Hawkeyes.
Oh, it's a tough night for Noir for just getting bullied by Quentin Bailey. The Airs' dominance continues.
Yeah, Quentin Bailey is just putting on a clinic down low.
He's up to 7 points on the night, 3 rebounds as well for the 27-year-old. Vano again right into the hands of Tudor. It's turnover central. Cornell, can he finish the quarter? Does so on almost a turnover of his own, but nothing to complain about for the Airs. 39-21, Cason. An absolute display of class from the Airs today.
Yeah, I mean, it's off the back of Jack Exeter and Quentin Bailey again. He's just showing his dominance, as well as Cameron Quinnell down low. Just a shared effort from the Airs for the Bulls, really struggling. I mean, Coker Gray, only player with 9 points. Next closest is Zion Anderson with 6. And just, they can't get Nwafwa going down low. And I think that's the key for them, because coming into this game, he was averaging 7 points. 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal, and 6 rebounds.
Yeah, just the 1 rebound for him tonight, Nwafwa. With his length and aggressiveness on the boards, it's a very rare sighting and definitely contributing to this 18-point deficit. I see the crowd building here in Taranaki, the TSB Arena, New Plymouth. Of course, the Sal's NBL matchup tipping off at 7 p.m. tonight here on Sky Sport. 3 plays 4 on the ladder. That's going to be an exciting one, Cason.
Oh, yeah. Battle for the top 3 to maintain or gain the top 3 spot.
Nice. You cringed at yourself as soon as you said that. I like it. The rhyme was good, though.
It was. I was freestyling.
Maybe you should have just stopped after the rhyme.
I probably should have.
You'll learn.
I will. I'm a little rusty.
Oh, and the Airs have thrown a 2-3 zone at the Bulls. Something different. And Nwafwa heard us talking at the break. Said, here's this 4 now for Nwafwa.
Be interested to see if they sit in that zone now. Next play.
Tudor doesn't like it from the corner. Finds Exeter. He's got 14 on the night. Oh, make that 17. Okay.
He is feeling himself tonight. Look at the trot back as well. Really carrying his team.
That's 2 for 3 now from deep for Exeter. An efficient night for him. 5 for 6 from the field. Otherwise, Anderson can't find a 3 of his own. Jones misses the bunny off the O-board. And there you go. Anderson, second O-board, gets the foul, encouraging signs for the Bulls.
Yeah, his work rate underneath is great. Obviously cleaning up those boards. Have another chance here. What are the Bulls going to pull out?
Anderson. Noir to Vano. Loves that 2-man game. Vano, the hibachi grill. Not this time. It's almost a 20-point deficit.
I'm curious, why the hibachi grill?
I've just seen this guy shoot so well at the best of times. Jack Exeter not doing so just then. That it's like his shooting is so hot, it's like a hibachi grill, you know?
I gotcha.
Like not just a hot shooter, a hibachi grill shooter. He deserves that praise. Coca Gray rims out. Yeah, Vano has put on an absolute clinic for Rotorua boys when he was attending high school. Was a duo with Casey Noir for. Well, that 2-man game to Franklin. Franklin's such a big emphasis on from their organisation on the development of young players.
I love that.
Tudor. Bailey and Tudor now in a 2-man game. Oh, he was not going to mess with Noir at the rim there.
No.
No chance against the long arms of Noir and Anderson. That's been the story for the Bulls tonight. Not converting the easiest of plays. Noir says no sorry, Tudor. Casey Noir elite rim protection.
Yeah, that's why they didn't go up against him on that last play, because that's what's going to happen when you go up with Noir. So athletic.
Felt a bit of frustration in that one, I think, for Noir as well. Had to get it out somehow.
Again, only 4 points for him on the night.
And again, just the 1 rebound. Such an interesting stat line for a guy of his stature. Uh-oh, Cornell already has 2 of those. No good. Exeter, you just see there the emphasis on boxing him out, not allowing him to snatch up any boards. Trying to jump over the back of Exeter at this point.
Yeah. Exeter just had great position. Again, Noir got caught on the backside.
Adam now, clock running down. You feel as though this is well and truly secured by the ears. Telfer. Exeter somehow ends up with the offensive rebound. Telfer will have another go. Brave enough to go at Noir. Nice finish.
Oh, that was an excellent finish from Telfer. Again, just on the outside of Noir's long arms.
It's officially a 20-point game, Kaysen. Could be a different story with the offensive rebound here from Coca Gray. No chance.
Nice little rejection there.
Hopefully this is not the case of the Sal's NBL game later tonight. If you missed it on Sky Sport, tipping off at 7 p.m. 3 plays 4, going to be an exciting one. Vano really not living up to the standard I've given him, but I promise you this man can shoot. It's just not been a night for anyone for the Franklin Bulls. Tudor leaves that one short. The Bulls still going hard. And here comes Hughes in transition. Oh, Noir Coca Gray got in his way, got the bucket nonetheless.
And this is a good part of Noir's game. He can elevate and get those easy finish over the top.
Just ticked under the 1-minute mark in this ball game, and the Ears have dominated their way to a win tonight. Exeter rims it out, and Noir going to finally get his 2nd rebound of the night. Doesn't seem real to say, but that's the case. It's been a tough night at the office for this Bulls squad. Hughes can't make a count. Finds Coca Gray, no good.
Just can't get one to sink to the bottom of the net.
2 for 8 tonight for the Bulls. Averaging 4.5 makes a game from downtown. Exeter. Adam. Lovely skip past Telfer. Final nails in the coffin.
And every point counts in this league. So you play to the final buzzer. It counts towards your ladder status in the NBL.
Dying seconds of this one. It's going to be Anderson to take it off 2 feet. Gets the bucket and brings that final score 47-25 for the Taranaki Ears, the hosts. What a dominant performance, Kaysen.
Oh, they were just clean from the start, coming out strong, hitting their offensive cutters. And again, you see it, Exeter, 17 points for him tonight. He was the hibachi grill, if I might say.
Nice, Kaysen.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fair enough. He had 2 for 5 from deep and 66% from the field overall.
And you see
for
Quentin
Exeter.
Bailey cleaning up the boards. 5 for him tonight. Anderson with 4 as well. Half of those offensive, might I add. Exeter and Jones and Nwafar with 3 apiece. And Adam distributing the ball well. 4 for him on the night.
And a short list for the Bulls. Just the ball sticking tonight for them.
And 2 blocks for Nwafar, so.
Not surprised by that stat line.
No, not at all.
That guy can get up and make a highlight reel out of it. 4 steals as well for the Ears. That speaks to the turnover volume for the Franklin Bulls. So there you have it. The Ears, a big win over the Franklin Bulls at home. But don't go anywhere. Sal's NBL action coming up very shortly here on Sky Sport. Kia ora, hello, no mai haere mai. Welcome in Sal's NBL action here on Sky Sport. It is Mana May. It's around 10 already. And the Taranaki Ears tonight host the Franklin Bulls and the mighty new Plymouth. Tonight it is 3 plays for an essential game for both teams. I'm Maya Williamson here, joined by Kason Buckman. Kason, welcome back to the Sal's NBL scene. You haven't been back since the international break, and what a game to start with.
What a game, you're right. Top of the ladder, these two teams going head to head. It is going to be a battle to the finish. Dead even across the stat sheet in most categories, so interesting to see who's going to come out on top.
Looks like it's the Ears for the fans at home. 70% swinging that way according to the Mix and Pick poll. Scan that QR code. Have your say. Get amongst. Atmosphere building here in the TSB Stadium. Looking to see if the Ears can get 2 wins in a row. Take a look at the standings. The Rams, of course, sitting pretty on top there, dominating the league so far. Not far behind is the Saints, but the interesting thing here, 3 and 4, Bulls and Ears. If the Ears get a win tonight, they pip that top 3 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the performance they just put on in the Rapid League game is just going to keep edging them up that ladder. Again, having such a great night in that Rapid League.
Yeah, shot the ball so well in Rapid League. See if that can translate to the main game here in TSB Arena. Upcoming fixtures tomorrow night. The Sharks play the Hawks, coming off a win against the Nuggies on Sunday evening. The Phi and Saints, that's one to watch on Friday evening. New additions to the Phi. Giants and Rams, the Southern Derby. Giants on a little bit of a heater now with their complete roster. And then the Nuggies play the Hawks also on Saturday. A little double header for you to end your week. Nothing like a bit of Sal's NBL action back in full swing. Like we said, around 10, it's Mana May. And here are the Franklin Bulls starting 5. Hardy, Oqueta, Tobias Cameron, Rusbatch, and Gloger. Till Gloger coming off a 20-piece against the Giants on Sunday.
I mean, he really carried his team that game. 20 points. Next closest was about 13, I think, Tay Hardy. So a big night for him. Hopefully he can back it up tonight.
Someone else that's going to need to step up is David Oqueta. We caught up with him earlier today.
The Bulls are one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the league, but so are the Ears. How can the Bulls enforce their will on the glass on one end, but keep the Ears off the O-glass on the other end?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about physicality, right? We got to bring that presence from the start. Everyone as a collective just got to bring it from the jump.
The Ears can be one of the more powerful offenses in the league. While the Bulls have done a great job of limiting the effectiveness of opposing offenses all season. When it's strength against strength, what is the key to the Bulls' defense keeping the Ears from finding their top gear?
Yeah, I think we're a great defensive team because we play together on that side. So just coming together as a collective, like I said, being physical on that end and just, you know, helping one another.
That's been a massive part of the identity for David Oqueta and the Bulls so far this season, their defensive intensity.
Oh, absolutely. Again, you look at his stats, he's averaging 8 rebounds a game.
There you go.
Unreal.
Davison, Fletcher, Andrew, Kalman Putso, and Foxwell for the Ears. You've got a couple of fan favourites in there, Kason.
Oh, absolutely. Kalman Poto with the personality. His hair's a little boring tonight, which I'm a little disappointed, but there's Carlin Davison to make up for it.
You talk about exciting here, Carlin Davison, as well as Jack Andrew, a most improved candidate for sure. We caught up with him earlier.
The Bulls have a deep front line that they have added to over the break. How can the Ears counter their power and depth down low and on the offensive glass despite not being at full strength?
Tonight, I think it's just a full team collective effort on the boards, like boxing out, finishing plays, and taking good shots, not leaking out in transition too early, just staying behind, securing that ball, and yeah.
The Ears get to the free throw line better than any other team in the league, which has helped you maintain one of the top scoring offenses in the league. What has been the key to getting on the strike so often?
Definitely being aggressive, 1 through 5, like coming downhill, attacking the paint, and then if the paint's not on, kicking it out for threes and stuff like that. But yeah, we just got to stay aggressive and attack the hoop.
Definitely an aggressive team, the Ears. A significant size matchup that might prove to be difficult tonight for the Bulls. Take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. pretty even in stat categories, Case, and we talked about this.
Yeah, again, you see the big difference, though, points per game, obviously. That determines the winner. But again, it's going to be a defensive effort from both teams. Again, in the paint, you see as well, 51 points for the Airs versus 43 for the Bulls. Again, massive difference. But again, don't count these Bulls out. They're pretty aggressive on defense.
And two of the league's purest point guards in Foxwell and Hardy. That's sure going to be a good matchup tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, averaging 7 and 8 assists apiece. Some pretty unselfish basketball, all the while averaging 22 points for Tay Hardy. So, again, like you said, a pure point guard.
Yeah, Foxwell leads the league in assists at just 21 years old, 8.4 a game. Again, the Ears could tip the Bulls' third seed with a win tonight, but they are down an import. We should talk about that. Harry Froling was released during the international break, and they are, at this point, opting to play without him. So that's a whole point of scoring that they've lost, 19 points a game for Harry Froling. It's minutes, and it's also another big presence inside.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the backup they have. You've got some huge bodies down low in Dom Kelvin, Poto, and Jack Andrew, who has been really showing his strength in the last few games, averaging 17 points a game. So, I mean, he will be missed in this game for sure, but I think they have the depth to make up for it.
And what do the Bulls have to do tonight to bounce back from a loss? Had the one on Sunday against the Giants, 80-91, something they've struggled with all season long is that points per game. But they've never lost 2 games in a row this season. So it's going to have to be a win tonight for them. What are they going to have to do to get it done?
No, you said it. You've got to get points on the board, obviously. Get some defensive stops. It's going to be a battle down low. I mean, every stat category, they're basically the same. 3 points, there's a little bit of a difference, but, I mean, points in the paint are going to be huge, as well as increasing the offensive production. I mean, someone like Tobias Cameron, he could step up, you know, get some points on the board. You've got Russ Batch, who's averaging 13 a game. So again, I think just a little bit more contribution. It's a little lopsided with Tay Hardy carrying most of the scoring weight on his back. Obviously a little bit short in the last game for him. But again, just distributing that ball, moving it well, and really locking in on defense.
What does the addition of Jordan Hunt do as well, do you think, on both ends of the floor?
I mean, his presence is just, you can't put words to it. It's priceless. He's got the experience. He can defend. He can shoot. I mean, he's just another asset for the squad that is going to be tough to shut down.
Not bad when you add another tool black into your arsenal, is it? And he'll come off the bench tonight for the Franklin Bulls. There is Tay Hardy leading the MVP ladder. Till Gloger coming off a 20-piece against the Nelson Giants, doing it in efficient fashion, of course, as both teams come on out. And we are gearing up for tonight's matchup. It's going to be a blinder here in New Plymouth. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport, FIBA YouTube if you're international, or ESPN in the US. Hello to my parents in Hong Kong. Had to leave that one in.
They left you behind.
Fair enough. Atmosphere again starting to build. New Plymouth fans are loyal to these boys here. And we've got a matchup. David Aqueta and Jack Andrew. The battle of the big boy 23-year-olds. Match officials just making sure everything is good to go. We've got the thumbs up. In no time, I'm sure, we'll be underway here. TSB Stadium, New Plymouth. Here it is, folks. Wednesday evening hoops brought to you by Sky Sport. We're underway. It'll be the Taranaki Years with the first possession. Davison, Porto to Foxwell, the league leader in assists. That ball is swinging for the Years, and how good. Easy 2 points for Andrew to start things off.
That was great recognition as Jack Andrews' man was way behind the play. Great find underneath. Easy 2 for Jack Andrew.
And that's the first of many points in the paint tonight for the Taranaki Ears. The Bulls, their first possession. Here comes that point guard battle. Hardy and Foxwell. Foxwell, the better of the two that time round.
Yeah, great hands there from Foxwell, able to disrupt that shot early.
Porto Opts to spin instead. Oh, just leaves it long on the glass. It's going to be a foul call.
Yeah, he's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Again, I thought maybe he just got away with the miss, but there was a foul on the play.
Love the aggressiveness there from DKP. Long-time Sal's NBL favourite, the 30-year-old out of Auckland. Played 119 games in the NBL prior to NBL 2025.
That's veteran status, right?
Yeah, that is, yeah, he has made his mark, veteran status. I mean, veteran status purely just from the amount of haircuts he's had.
Yeah, he has had probably had more hairstyles than games played. I'd put my money on that.
That's a fair call, Kaysen. I like that. Splits 2 from the Chemist Warehouse. Adds some more to the caddy for the BBNZ Hoops in Schools program. The Bulls looking for their first points of the game. It's not going well so far. Cameron leaves that one short.
It's always a scary day when you see Carlin Davidson charging at you when you're about to shoot a 3 as he finds DKP underneath. What a finish. That's what I love about DKP. So strong underneath.
And what a flurry of scoring to start the game for the Ears. 5 points in 1.5 minutes. It's empty for the Bulls, and they're just being blown up right now, but a foul whistled for Tay Hardy. He had 2 on him. Teetering on a turnover, but gets the foul instead.
I'm liking the pressure from Foxwell. Again, just not making it easy for Tay Hardy, having to work for every possession. Look for this battle all night long.
Very physical off the ball is on Foxwell, and a little too much. Gets the foul called. Foxwell averages 2.5 steals a game. He is really the perfect assignment for Tay Hardy tonight. Bulls searching for their first bucket. Can it be Ethan Rusbatch? No, it can't. It's going to be a moving screen instead. Till Gloga.
A flurry of fouls in this first 1.5 minutes.
And a flurry of empty positions as well for the Bulls. Many bites of the cherry, but no success so far. All the Ears continue to push here. Foxwell getting the better of this matchup so far. DKP, he has started hot. Can't get the friendly roll. And it's going to go the way of Bulls. Aquita now to push. Oh, finds Cameron behind his back. Slings it to Rusbatch. Hits every part of the backboard, not the bottom of the net. And again, 2 minutes of scoreless basketball for the Bulls.
Again, that would have been a highlight reel on the last play, but Bulls just unable to convert on that 3 in the corner. Good ball movement. Just got to execute the shot.
Foxwell into the lane. Oh, the athletic touch off the glass in front of Oquita.
Okay, Owen Foxwell, not too shabby. Left-hand finish off the backboard.
Just 21 years old, Owen Foxwell. Plays well above his age. And it's going to be yet another foul for the Ears. They're 3rd already.
Yeah, they've got to look out. It's looking to be like one of those high foul calling games this evening. Again, just take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit. Be smart with where your hands are at. Try to set your feet on the on ball. You know, be smarter on defense because you don't want to send the Bulls to the line early.
Owen Foxwell has had to sit down. 2 early fouls for him. That one was whistled against him, and he couldn't believe it.
And another foul called on the play.
That is 4 fouls in 2.5 minutes, Kaysen. Tay Hardy going to go to that Chemist Warehouse stripe. And it's looking to be a long night if things continue this way.
I mean, Tay Hardy might just get his average from the Chemist stripe tonight. He's doing a great job generating those fouls. And tough assignment for whoever has to step up and guard him. It was Gerund on that last play. Again, just such a tough assignment is Tay Hardy. We've seen it game in and game out.
Gets the first buckets of the night for the Franklin Bulls. They'll be happy to open their bank account. Jalen Durand, that foul was on him that last possession. Harmon Fletcher, his first taste of action. Okay, it's raining in New Plymouth.
Wow, what a shot for the 30% three-point shooter on the season.
Tay Hardy, their leading scorer, looks to dance with Ethan Rusbatch, his padded midi, and it's back to 3.
I mean, he is looking to put the team on his back tonight. Get the ball in his hands. Great shot from Tay Hardy.
Davison gonna have to be somewhat of a point guard without Foxwell. Gets the high on ball from Andrew. Puts his head down. Unorthodox finish, Carlin Davison.
It seemed like his feet were going out from under him, but he was able to collect it, get the finish in the end. I think it's a good day when you've got someone with the speed and athleticism like Carlin Davison as your point.
And yeah, worked out well in their favor. Oh, Tobias Cameron that time, getting a little pull-up.
Loving the mid-range game.
Yeah,
from the
back-to-back pull-up middies for the Bulls. Might just be a way of actually getting some points on the board for them. Davison on a heater from downtown. Davison.
They have come to play tonight, starting red hot in this first quarter.
And that is sure a continuation from the Rapid League. They were 6 from 12, I believe, and Gloga just doing Gloga things.
Yeah, again, a nice look there. Inside to the big man, getting that easy finish on the right-hand side.
Portsall now finds Fletcher. He's 1 from 1. And earns the foul once again. The ball's been a little bit more disciplined so far this quarter, but we'll send Fletcher to the Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah, I like that pressure on the defense there with the penetration. Getting into the paint, Armand Fletcher just showcasing every aspect of his game so far.
Telfer in the ball game now alongside Jordan Hunt for the Bulls. Played his first game against the Nelson Giants. Was sent to the Bulls in a sign and trade during the trade window. Great to have him back in South NBL. Missed last season with a fractured leg. Fletcher makes that one count. And of course, every free throw make counts towards funds for the BBNZ and Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Hardy finds Rusbatch. Rusbatch through her hands to Aqueta. Aqueta, the spin. Athlete on athlete. Aqueta gets that one to go.
Yeah, I like that matchup between those two. Again, matching athleticism. Aqueta coming out on top in the end. Great spin move.
Fletcher turns the corner. Oh, fortuitously back into his hands. Easy 2 for Armand Fletcher.
Just like they drew it up.
Cameron looks to answer. The pace has just picked up.
I really like that from Cameron. Again, no one's stopping him, going coast to coast, and he has that ability. I'd like to see that more from him.
Davison, fair enough. Off the back rim, and Jack Andrew, the league's best offensive rebounding big, takes the contact. And it's going to be a blocking foul. We know how much Tobias Cameron loves a charged call.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't get it that time around.
Yeah, again, tough to do against the big man, Jack Andrew. I thought for sure that was going to be a block, and I was right. He wasn't set in time, unfortunately. Good recognition there from Jack.
And we knew this was going to be the issue for the Bulls tonight, just that size of the ears and how interior focused they are as Jack Andrew knocks that one down from the Chemist Warehouse. Just 23 years old out of Wāmaru. Has played 4 years with the Nuggets, now travelling north for the Ears. Misses that second one. Telfer mayhem against Tay Hardy in the backcourt. And that's a 15 foul for the Ears.
And almost all of them against Tay Hardy.
Tay Hardy just a force to be reckoned with. Clearly hard to guard, and you're right. 4 of the 5 personal fouls have been against Tay Hardy. I mean, that's one way to stop him, I guess.
Well, you don't want to send him to the line either. He's shooting, I stand corrected, shooting 65% from the line. Not the best percentage. However, if you get plenty of chances, you're going to make plenty of those free throws. So they need to do better on defense. Maybe not get a foul in the backcourt.
Yeah, not really worth the risk there from Telfer. I think he learned his lesson pretty quickly as Hardy splits the two. He's now 3 for 4 from the Chemist Warehouse. Davison. Exeter on the floor now. Jalen Durand. The ball is swinging. Davison tries to find a lane. Exeter, 17 points in Rapid League for him. Can't open his bank account with that attempt. Hardy. It's been all Tay Hardy so far this quarter for the Bulls. And that won't continue. 3 seconds in the key. Just pivoted one too many times as Tay Hardy. And that's how you stop him.
Was that called on Jordan Hunt? Was he just camping in the lane?
Don't know, actually.
Yeah.
I like my narrative better.
Yeah. 3 seconds off the dribble.
Either way, another turnover for the Bulls that they do not need right now. 13 points in 6 minutes. Could be a double-digit lead with a 3 here for the Ears. Durand, through hands right into the signage. A good stop for the Bulls.
Yeah, a great stop for the Bulls. Again, I'm really liking the offensive set from the Airs, though. Coming off of that on-ball screen, the screeners are sprinting to the basket, and that is going to open up a lot of opportunities because you're going to get the defense crashing, you're going to draw attention, and it's going to open up a lot of chances on the wing.
Jordan Hunt getting amongst the action now. Quinton Bailey, his matchup. Hard switch from Bailey. Picked off by Carlin Davison. Dangerous scenes here in transition. Davison athletically finds Bailey. But misses the bunny.
Yeah, that was a great recovery on defense, first of all, and then to come back here and try to thread the needle like that to Quinton Bailey. Carlin Davison again, just a highlight reel.
He really is a walking highlight. Highlight reel. Carlin Davison, so exciting and electric to watch. And let it be a reminder, this kid is 21 years old, debuted in the Sal's NBL at just 16, and what a trajectory he's had so far. Massive future ahead of this guy right here with the ball. May I have this done? David Aqueta. Too long. The offensive rebound. Ooh. And there's for sure a foul goal in that. Durand hits the hardwood.
Fighting for that offensive board. Durand there on the wing. Great work to get that second chance for the Airs. And I'm liking the offensive possessions from the Airs. Just in sync. You see the replay here. Had, I think, Cameron on one hand and then going for the ball at the other. Lost his footing with a little bit of a shove from Cameron. So he'll go to the Chemist stripe. Again, both teams in the bonus.
It's going to be a long night if teams continue this way. Jalen Durand just hits everything and rims out. Jalen Durand, the 28-year-old, out of Hibiscus Coast, of all places. There he is, contesting his offensive rebound again. Telfer. Exeter now finds the lane. Jalen Durand opts not to shoot that one. The ball is flying everywhere. Davison can't make it count.
And again, the motion on offense. Penetrate, hit the lane, kick, penetrate, hit the lane, kick. Getting the defense out of position. They're doing such a great job offensively.
Yeah, it was a great look there for Carla Davison. High quality shot for him. Till Gloger. Every shot's a high quality shot for Till Gloger.
Love that. Nice little spin around to the left. Makes it look so easy.
4 points now for Gloger. Davison, the walking highlight reel, strikes again.
Unreal stuff from Carlin Davison, just taking it on his own.
Gloger finds Jordan Hunt. Yes, sir. That is what Jordan Hunt can do.
Steady as they come. Such a great shooter, Jordan Hunt. Huge asset, big pickup for this team.
Oh, Bailey just leaves that long over the contest. Till Gloger, it's back to 4. Could be 2 with a bucket here. For the Bulls, it's going to be Tay Hardy to dance. Not successful, and here come the Airs. Significant advantage. Davison didn't even face the basket, and the Bulls somehow come up with a stop.
I think he was shouting at his teammate to just take it to the hoop. Too many passes. In that kind of play, you've got to just do one pass and go.
sometimes you do get a little bit overstimulated. You know, you've got so many options. And there goes another Bulls turnover. Well, we see a little bit of deja vu here. Jalen Durand. Too long. The Ears hot start has really cooled off these last few possessions.
But they're getting some strong defensive stops here. Just unable to convert in transition.
Oh, Marcel Jones, the vet, makes the rookie mistake. Just steps on the out-of-bounds line.
Seen a lot of those this season, actually. Playing on smaller courts, I think.
Yeah, let's go with that, right? I think they've shortened the distance between the three-point line and the corner, right?
Yeah, the width has got, it's a skinnier court now.
You're all good, Marcel. There's going to be a four-way sub as well for the Ears. Xavier Adam in the ball game for the first time. His dad, Trent Adam, joining the coaching staff for the rest of the season. Calvin Porto and Fletcher, two-man game. Fletcher, oh, Jordan Hunt can't believe it. Thought he got the clean block, gets the foul, and it's going to be a trip to the Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if it was, in fact, on Jordan Hunt. Tough there when you think you're getting all ball. Unfortunately, on that play, yep, I believe it was on him. Tough stuff for the Bulls.
Fletcher. Perfect from the Chemist Warehouse. He's an 89% free throw shooter. Never looked like missing. And that foul was actually going to go on Ethan Rusbatch.
Was it on Ethan Rusbatch?
Yeah, must have got his arm on the way up. So it was a clean block from Jordan Hunt, but Ethan Rusbatch got him on the arm. That's just one for Rusbatch tonight. Just under a minute to go here. In this first quarter, Hardy has been excellent for the Bulls so far. Zion Anderson, a young gun in the game. Hardy knows better. Gloger, a rear miss off the back rim.
Yeah, again, good look there from Hardy to find Gloger in the paint. It's just too easy of a shot for Gloger.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter. That little hook shot. Fletcher to Porto. Porto to Exeter. Adam. Andrew, I don't know how he caught that, but the hoop and the arm. The boy out of Oamaru. Bottom of the net, the hoop and the harm. And another two for the Ears.
What a find off the pick and roll game. Again, that's the Airs' bread and butter offense. That on-ball screen, dive to the basket, hit the paint. Again, we talked about the size being an issue for the Bulls to guard when you've got the twin towers of Andrew and Kelman Poto underneath.
And also, what an athletic catch from Jack Andrew. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Last possession here of the quarter for the Bulls. Exeter making things difficult for Hardy. Can he do it without fouling is the question. Hardy snakes the defense. Jones now has a go. Hunt, he's hit one. Too long, and that'll do it for the first quarter. The Ears, the hometown team with the lead, 27-18. Don't go anywhere, more basketball to come. No mai haki mai, welcome back here, Sal's NBL action. It's the Taranaki who host the Bulls tonight, and they have the first quarter lead 29-18. It was a hot start from them, Kaysen.
Oh, absolutely, and we talked about it at the beginning of the game. Even in the interviews, they talked about the rebound battle on the boards, and the Airs leading that at the moment with 4 offensive rebounds, 6 defensively, and none for the Bulls offensively.
Looks like the Airs were hungry, and if they are, they can get amongst what the Sal's deal this week. The large not a pizza. Use Sal's kick 25. Hardy will kick things off for the Bulls this quarter. 5 points for him so far, 1 assist and 3 turnovers. Gloget finds the cutting Hardy. Oh, last minute indecision there. Dom Kalman-Porto made his life hard, and the 4th turnover for Te Hardy.
Yeah, it was a great closeout there from Dom Kalman-Porto, making it difficult, and again, trying to get that pass underneath, just to the unexpected. Was it Jordan Hunt? Yes, Jordan Hunt underneath.
Adam, point guard duties for him. Foxwell sitting with 2 fouls. Davison finds Porto, just rims out. But the offensive rebound, number 5, trickles the way of Davison. Adam finds Davison. Slipping into the lane, touch off the glass, and it's good.
So nice. Again, uses his athletic ability so well, getting to that left-hand side with a nice little roll off the backboard.
And within 1 minute, Sebastian Gleim has had enough. Uses his timeout and wants to talk to this Bulls team. What's the message here from Sebastian Gleim, do you think?
Stop giving up offensive rebounds. That is the key. Don't give them another chance, because they will capitalize again. You've got those big bodies underneath. You've got to clear them out.
Well, we sure knew that was going to be the emphasis tonight for the Ears. Even with the release of Harry Froling, it is still a massive team. And it's been Andrew on the boards, Davison who's been active, and Jalen Duran leading the offensive rebound way for the Ears. It's going to have to be a different effort from the Bulls here.
And again, it's going to have to, I feel like Te Hardy probably carrying a little bit too much of a scoring burden on his back. Again, trying to get that ball moving around the outside, get it inside to Gloger, let him go to work. You know, it's just, again, offensively, get something going. You know, it's hard to just rely. I know Te Hardy's drawing a lot of fouls. He did so in the first quarter. Well, look at that Carlin shirt.
Wow, Carlin's got a real fan. He's got himself on a shirt.
Real fan.
Got some fans here. I think she looks a little creeped out by being on camera. She got a little frustrated in the end there. Please get this thing out of my face.
But yeah, again, the Bulls, I mean, really got to get it going offensively. You cannot just rely on one player to carry the burden. Not saying they ever do, but
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. I know he is like in the race for MVP, but again, that's why he's drawing so much attention defensively. It's time for others to step up.
Cameron, could he be the one that steps up? Step back 3.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't step up, but he stepped back. Bang, bang, triple. Put Tobias Cameron back to 8.
And just like that, it's like they can hear us in the booth here. Tobias Cameron.
DKP. Fletcher like that. 2-man game so far on the weak side as Foxwell is back in amongst the action. Davison stops on a dime. Man, he's good at that shot.
He is just improving with every single game. How do you stop him? I don't know, but love to watch him.
Look, I don't think anyone knows how to stop Carlin Davison, the 21-year-old. It's going to be a foul off the ball for DKP. Puts his hand up in ownership, and that's his first of the game. Ethan Rusbatch sitting for the Bulls with 2 fouls. And interestingly enough, he's only shot 1 shot. Very unlike Ethan Rusbatch. Oqueta.
Yeah.
Happy feet for Oqueta.
It's so hard. You see that travel call quite often on the 3-point line. We're all guilty of it. You get excited. You see someone charging at you. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to give it that ball fake. And then the feet just go.
That's the 8th turnover for the Bulls. That's a really scary number for them given our time frame. Davison. Not the highlight reel that time, but Jack Andrew, just doing Jack Andrew things.
There to clean it up. We talked about the turnovers. Both teams averaging 14 a game. Bulls on track to do almost double that.
Cameron, a nice little burst of scoring for him. He's up to 9 points, and efficiently so as well. Fletcher. Oh, the athletic carry of the ball there. And every time the Bulls score, the Ears just have an answer.
Yeah, it was a great drive there from Armand Fletcher, keeping it wide, like you said, using his athleticism as Tay Hardy tries to pull up for his midi. Doesn't make it fall.
Foxwell now. That ball's swinging for the Ears so far. There goes Davison! Slams it home. Davison! Oh my gosh!
The walking, talking highlight reel.
What can you even say about Carlin Davison when he does stuff like that?
He's just a freak athlete.
Wow, we've seen that one too many times in the Sal's NBL. That kid sure is something special. DKP doing something special of his own. He's fired up.
It looks like it's going to be another timeout called here.
Well, Kaysen, it's a 16-point game, just like that. You just felt the energy shift with that Carlin Davison dunk. DKP with the cherry on top, and the Bulls are trailing in ugly fashion right now.
They're just not stepping up defensively. Again, you've got to hit players like Carlin Davison early. Can't give him that first step, because when he does get past you, he's going to the hoop every single time, and he's going in with a type of fearlessness that I am very envious of. But again, just hitting them early, trying to get those stops. And offensively, Tobias Cameron stepping up there at the start of the quarter, but it's got to come from inside as well. They need to get some easy buckets. Again, what's that, 18-point lead now? Pretty significant.
Yeah,
this early
16
in the
points
game.
is the lead for the Ears. We'll take another look at this Carlin Davison slam. Wow. Looks just too easy for the young gun as well.
Well, he's got that first step explosiveness, and once he's past you, he only sees the basket. And we see it time and time again, showcasing his stuff. Unbelievable.
Bulls, hopefully they can come out of this timeout fired up and not dejected.
It's still early days. Still almost 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. Still have a whole nother half to play.
Here they are. 2 timeouts used in this quarter already for the Bulls, and they're going to have to ride this one out. Of course, their BNZ player timeout still in their arsenal. Cameron, he's scored well so far. Rustback's back in the action. Hardy now for triple from downtown Hardy. A much-needed bucket for the Bulls.
Oh, he'll be glad to see that one, because he's having to work for most of his buckets in the mid-range, but getting that, again, offensive momentum, getting the ball swinging, a nice, easy shot for him in the wing.
This ball just flowing, the energy so good for the Ears tonight. Fletcher, oh, the high-arcing triple. Never looked like missing, and again, the Ears have an answer for the Bulls.
He's just such a pure shooter. Only shooting, I say only, 30% from behind the arc this season. Just looking so nice tonight.
Fletcher has 13 points, and he has not missed a shot at all.
Well, you've just jinxed him now, so his next miss is on you.
Look, I'll take it. He's 14 and 100%. That is outrageous. That is literally the most efficient you could get in this game. A quitter, okay. Turn around a little bucket for a quitter. And for the Bulls, they'll take that. They'll take anything they can get right now.
Oh, that's too open for Carlin Davison.
Get out of his way. Carlin Davison is fired up. 15 points on the night.
You've got to have some help side rotation, especially when he has the ball in his hands at the top of the key, and the steal for the Airs. And it's going to be Owen Foxwell with the finish.
Owen Foxwell, 2.5 steals a game, 5th in the league, and generating an almost 20-point lead for the Ears. Who could have seen this one coming? Cameron searches for an answer, leaves it short. And the Airs continue to charge.
Oh,
what a pass! Look pass from Foxwell. This duo is killing me.
Oh my, what a fine no-look pass in transition. Jackie Andrews saw it, scouted it from the midline. Great offensive sets from the Airs.
Had me so good I looked in the direction he was looking. Told Gloga, a nice little settler there for the Bulls, but it's an 18-point deficit nonetheless, and 30 points in a quarter and a half, not favorable for the Bulls. Oh, Davison got away with a double dribble. Oh, no. This man has 17 points without missing. The Airs are on what only can be described as a heater right now. And there goes Gloga, just doing the dirty work. Let's take another look at this one. Does a little dance as well, a little Sally. And as he should. Fletcher having himself a night. Davison having himself a night. Andrew has 10 and 5 already. It is entertaining in the TSB arena tonight.
Well, it's pretty impressive when you've got 3 of your 5 starters already in double digits this early on in the game. 17, 10, and 15 apiece. They've just put on a clinic.
Gloga hits every part of the rim before finding the bottom of the net. And he's been good tonight. Up to 9 points for Till Gloga. They've put Vano in the ball game now as well, hoping to inject some energy off the bench. Fletcher, yet to miss, looks to dance, and the streak continues. 19 points for Fletcher, 20 points is the deficit. What an obliteration so far. The Airs on a heater from their game against the Fire the other night. Hunt can't find an answer, and it is desperate times for the Bulls.
Oh, it's just unfortunate because it's one and done for the Bulls, not getting any offensive rebounds, and this first miss of the night, the 3 from deep. What can the Bulls do here to answer back? And a nice little thread the needle to Jordan Hunt from Ethan Rusbatch. That's a little bit of energy we like to see.
A little gentle throw down there from Jordan Hunt.
Gentle.
Not sitting at 20 points anymore as the deficit. A little run here could be so vital for the Bulls. TKP guarded heavily. Finds Telfer, the unselfish play. Duran leaves it long. And here come the Bulls. A tiny shift of energy perhaps. Ethan Rusbatch stops, pops, and doesn't connect. The Airs hold on to that control a little longer. Duran opts not to choose that one that time. And where was the help? Defense, an easy 2 for Durant.
Well, that's just another thing. You've got to stay locked in defensively. If you can't get things going on offense, you need to be locked in defensively, and just clear as day, no one on the Bulls squad was ready for that.
And it's a surprise, Kaysen, because I didn't think that the lack of defense and defensive intensity was something they would even speak about for the Bulls tonight. They're third in points against at 84 points a game, and they've let the Airs get away with 55 tonight already. And Fletcher continuing to cook in the kitchen. The smile, he just knows it. Put your chef hat on, because this man is sourcing up something special. Armon Fletcher, 21 on the night.
Is he a hibachi Fletcher tonight?
Yeah, this is a hibachi hot grill performance. And he knows it too.
You can just see the body language from the Bulls in transition. Shots aren't falling. They're trying to get it going from behind the arc. I think settling a little too early for those 3-point shots. And again, not hustling back on defense, carrying that with them. And the Airs are just capitalizing.
Misses the free throw. And the Bulls will have another chance here. Biggest lead of the game. Sits at 22 right now. Hardy, Hunt, nice touch off the glass. He's gonna get the foul, the late one at that. Hunt doing it with absolutely no emotion on his face.
He never has been an emotional player, has he?
Just going about his business, Hunt. He's got 5 points tonight. He's been definitely an influential body He has gone 4 deep tonight. Sorry, 5 deep so far. The ball's going 4 deep as Hunt just rims that one out from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Great to have Jordan Hunt back in the Sal's NBL, the 27-year-old out of Hutt Valley. Made that second one and added to the tally for the Chemist Warehouse and Basketball New Zealand Hoops and Schools program. Just under 2 minutes to go here in this first half of basketball on Sky Sport. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Owen Foxwell, shifty as always. The O-board out to DKP. What are we going to see next? DKP, bully ball as per usual. Trademark that.
That is absolutely his game to a T. An absolute bully underneath. Guaranteed to from DKP.
This has been a display of pure dominance from the ears. Russ Batch, he's had a quiet night. Can't find his rhythm, can Russ Batch, and he goes 0 for 3. Hasn't scored the basketball yet. Rare sightings from the veteran shooter. Okay, DKP. Oh, just one from deep. What is happening here in Taranaki?
Oh, he is pumped up, and rightfully so, and with a dumb foul there, DKP, he's got 2 now. Again, foul on Jordan Hunt. But again, just a performance from the Airs offensively. You see it there with the triple.
And look at the celebration too. He's fired up, and so are his teammates. It's been an electric night for these guys. They're 5 from 12 from deep.
62 points in a half of basketball. And an offensive foul.
And the streak just continues, doesn't it, Kaysen?
Oh, it's going to be a massive reset for the Bulls at halftime. They've got to put this quarter behind them. But they have a lot of ground to make up. 26, the deficit. I think everyone there is just as shocked as the next.
I can't say I expected this whatsoever. Thought this might be tooth and nail as Foxwell. Everyone just getting to the rim at ease. This time it's the 21-year-old point guard who will have 2 from the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, I mean, if you look at the score in the first quarter, it was 27-18 to the Airs, and Owen Foxwell was out for most of that quarter with foul trouble. Inject him into the second quarter, and they are outscoring the Bulls 36-18.
You're right, it's really been a all display of the Taranaki Ears, and you can just feel the energy from them too. It is electric in the TSB Stadium, and everyone getting involved. I mean, Armon Fletcher has reached the 20-point threshold already. We're not even at halftime. And 3 other guys outside of him in double digits. Not to mention shooting at 64% from the field are the Ears. Ethan Rusbatch yet to find the bottom of the net. Like I said, rare sightings. Davison leaves it short. Te Hardy on an island, and that's a much needed bucket for the Bulls, clawing it back. And it's going to be the final possession of this hibachi grill of a half.
I'm going to use that now.
Durant looks to dance into traffic. The Bulls, they're going to come up with a stop.
That is a massive stop for the Bulls. Much needed. Te Hardy, great help side.
Not a stop. It's theirs possession.
Oh.
Just when I thought they had some luck.
New half, new start.
Look, strange things have happened.
Yeah, what? You know what? No lead is safe in this league.
I'm a Boston Celtics fan, and we gave up 2 back-to-back 20-point leads against the New York Knicks. I'm not okay about it, but it's possible. It can happen on the biggest of stages. It can happen here.
This is a huge stage. What are you talking about?
I mean, the NBA is just the biggest stage in the world.
You're right.
Speaking of, the Thunder with a big win today against the Wolves in the first game of the Western Conference Finals. And with that, Sam McKinnon is going to use his timeout. He hasn't even needed to use a single timeout so far. The only time he does is drawing up an inbound play to get a bucket.
Yeah, well, and if I was a betting woman, I would bet that they are going to score on this play with the performance they've had tonight so far. shooting the absolute lights out from the field. 62% overall. 41 behind the arc. Crazy numbers.
And you think, is it gonna stay like that for the second half? It's really hard to maintain that kind of shooting, but they've gained enough of a lead now where they can start to operate pretty comfortably. It's the Bulls. They're gonna have to put pedal to the metal and push in the second half.
Stole the words from my mouth. You're right, it is so hard. But again, 64 points and a half is a very, very comfortable lead.
Oh, look at these cutie patooties on camera. Oh, he's a little shy, I think. A lot of young fans here in TSB Arena. 2.5 seconds in this half. What are we going to see? Oh, Andrew almost caught the lob, and that is a nightmare for the Bulls. They aren't in the bonus, so will not give up up here from the Chemist Warehouse. But not quite, I think, how they intended that one to go.
I wonder if they'll try to do the same play again, but look for the 3 on the wing.
You can just see there Foxwell coordinating with Durand and Andrew. You can kind of feel like he's just giving them a wrinkle right there, word of mouth. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, the fake. That was a really good setup.
Davison off the back. And it's not going to count. Tells Brad Clive to count it, but it won't. And they don't even need it anyway. 64-38. Kaysen, what a first half.
Amazing first half for the Airs. Again, if they can maintain this in the second half, Bulls are in for a nightmare night.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back with some Chemist Warehouse stats very shortly. No mai hooky mai, welcome back here. TSB Stadium. Maya Williamson joined by Kason Buckman, and it's been a Taranaki Ears affair so far. Hibachi Grill, if you'd like to call it that. 64 plays 38. The Chemist Warehouse stats here. Let's talk about Armand Fletcher for a second.
One miss on the night, is it?
Yep.
He's missed one shot.
Like, is that real?
Well, then you've got Carlin Davison with 15, DKP, and Jack Andrew with 10 apiece, and Owen Foxwell making a comeback. He was out early with a couple of fouls, but he's got 6. And again, he just brings a different level of energy to the game. You see Davison there cleaning up the boards, kind of on par with what he did in the last game with 19 rebounds. Jack Andrew with 5, and Okwera with 4 for the Bulls. Assists. Davison just touching every single box in that stat sheet. Got Russ, Okwera, and DKP, as well as Foxwell with 2 apiece. Again, the crazy thing, 2 blocks for Okwera. He's also touching every single box for the Bulls. But the story of the night, besides the steals, is the offensive rebounding efforts of the Taranaki Airs, as they are just cleaning up the boards. They've got 9 compared to the measly 1 for the Bulls.
Tough adjective there. And to go along with that, 38 points in the paint for the Taranaki Ears. They have put on an absolute blinder here in the first half. Plenty of exciting action to come in the second, so don't go anywhere. No mai hoki mai. Welcome back. TSB Stadium, New Plymouth, hosting the Taranaki Years, battling the Bulls tonight. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport. And what an electric first half it was for Taranaki. You can see itself, 64 points in the half, extremely efficient, and the Bulls just had no answer, Kaysen.
Well, you know, if you're the Bulls, you're forgetting that first half. It doesn't exist. Score's 0-0. But they need to come out with a type of ferocity that the Airs did in the first half. Again, they've got a lot of ground to make up, but it is possible. No lead is safe, as we know, in this league. And we know they have it in them, but are they going to bring it in the second half?
Well, we got some loyal Franklin fans. 33% still backing the Picky Boys to get it done. Scan that QR code and have your say. All thanks to Mix and Pick. Loving the atmosphere here in TSB Stadium tonight. Got the guy on the mic, getting the corporate tables involved. We've seen plenty of young fans putting their support out for the Years. Kaysen, we've seen this guy one too many times be a highlight reel. Carlin Davison, 15 points, 7 rebounds and 4 assists, shooting it at 46% on the night. Chucked 2 steals in there and not a single turnover. He was electric in the first half.
That's about as great a stat line as you can produce in a first half. No turnovers makes any coach happy, but the steals on top of it, the way he's moving that ball for his team and just lifting the defensive intensity. I really hope the Airs can keep up that same pressure in the second half.
And doesn't just stop at Carlin Davidson. Armon Fletcher has got 21 and 1 singular miss on the night. Jack Andrew, 10 and 5. DKP has 10. And only 1 player for the Bulls in double digits. That's Tay Hardy with 10 points. Only 1 assist and 5 turnovers. I mean, Ethan Rusbach gets a score. It's just been a bizarre night offensively for them.
Oh, absolutely. And you mentioned turnovers. The Airs only have the 1. And with the Bulls, they are working with 10 so far. So got to take care of the ball, got to pick it up defensively, and need to get everyone involved on offense. Try to spread the scoring out a little bit, push it in transition. I mean, we saw the Airs in transition. They were like lightning in that first half. So if they can stop that transition game, translate it to their own side, try to get some easy baskets, they're going to have a chance. I've seen bigger comebacks.
Don't say it's over till it's over. That's going to be the motto for the Bulls in the second half of Sal's NBL action. The boys in black coming out onto the court. A welcome greeting from their fans, and oh, that is the coolest mascot I've seen in a long while. Ski goggles are elite accessory. Big second half coming. Jack Andrew been so efficient this year for the Taranaki Years, really a contender for that most improved award. And here we are, underway, second half of action. It's going to be the Franklin Bulls chasing for the remainder of this game. It's Tay Hardy who has it now. And they've opened their bank account with another turnover. And Carlin Davison, another chance to slam it home.
He just reads the ball so well and is able to jump the passing lanes to get those steals time and time again. And Jack Andrew with the rejection. This Airs defense is impenetrable for the Bulls.
Great word.
You're welcome.
There's no other way to describe it. The Bulls just can't find anything. And Foxwell can find the ball in the passing lane. It's going to be Fletcher now to dance with the quitter. The flex, the 23rd point.
Picking up right where they left off in this in the first half. Steal, transition bucket, back-to-back plays.
Maquetta ripped on DKP there, and DKP going to give up his 3rd foul. Take another look at that nice little dance for Fletcher. This Airs team has been fired up all night long.
Well, you know what? They want that number 3 spot. They're obviously stretching for 1, but If they can knock the Bulls off that 3 spot, it gets them that much closer to the top of the table.
Quetta makes the first. And you're right, 3 plays 4 tonight, and it's likely going to be the Ears that climb into that top 3 spot, doing so with 2 imports. Coming off a win against the Phi last week, and they sure did not score like this. Scored 75 points in that entire outing. They have 68 in just 2 and a bit quarters. Oh, Foxwell. Oh, just leaves it short. Sold himself with a highlight reel there. Here come the Bulls. Quetta, okay. Flexes his handle. Flexes his assists. Cameron steps back. Changing directions aplenty. Gets the tough finish.
Yeah, great finish. And gotta give props to DKP for not falling for any of it. Staying in his cylinder. But Cameron with the tough finish.
Foxwell has a bite downhill, doesn't get the finish, but gets the foul. A 21-year-old putting heat on the rim.
Yeah, finally a foul goes against Tay Hardy. He was drawing all the fouls in the first quarter, but that will be his first foul on the night. Owen Foxwell to the line. I really enjoy his energy he brings to the squad.
Yeah, he has been so good in the Sal's NBL so far, the 21-year-old. Almost 37 minutes a game, 18 points, 8.5 assists, almost 5 rebounds, 2.5 steals. He's spent the last 4 seasons with Southeast Melbourne in the ANBL. Coming off a breakout season, he averaged 8 points a game and 2.5 assists. It's been such a great pickup for the Years.
2.5 assists to 8 assists is a massive jump and not easy to do, as Tay Hardy takes it coast to coast with the finish.
Tay Hardy doing some heavy lifting tonight. 12 points for him. He's up to 7 turnovers though, Case, and that's really been the tale of the story.
It's just been one of those nights, kind of rocky in the beginning. He was getting fouled a lot, committing a
room. DKP.
I wasn't even watching the ball. I was watching Tay Hardy on the ground. What?
It takes 3 guys to try and stop him, and even then they can't. DKP. Bully ball at its finest. Let's take another look at that.
Look at just undeterred by the bodies around it. 3 bodies around him on the play. Like we talked about, when he gets that ball underneath, he's got tunnel vision.
Yep.
Straight to the hoop every single time.
And we've seen it for years, the 30-year-old. He's played across the Bulls, the Rangers, the Sharks throughout the years, and his identity has never changed as he banks that one home. 11 points. Sorry, 13 now for DKP. Plenty of 3x3 in his time as well for the Tall Blacks. He is well known in that space. So good to have him back in action here. Hardy. Gloga.
Oh, it's defense.
Turnover number 100, it feels like. The Ears with only their 2nd of the game, believe it or not.
Yeah, well, we saw it on the last play. As soon as Tay Hardy goes to drive, the defense just stuffs the lane and takes away that option for him. And then their closeouts are so fast, they're not getting the kick out for the easy 3s either. I mean, they're just firing on all fronts defensively.
It definitely has been something that the Bulls have struggled with in their identity. Only scoring 87 points a game, that's 9th in the league. They just haven't found the pieces to all make it fit. Fletcher blocks it away from Hardy. Electric on both ends are the Ears tonight. Fletcher had nowhere to go, and they've earned 2 back-to-back turnovers in a quick space. Cameron pulls up in transition. It's just that kind of night for the Bulls. Those aren't sinking.
No, they're not. And again, the Airs are really great in transition. They're throwing away some pretty crazy passes, but they've got such a nice cushion that they can afford to take those risks.
Foxwell. Don't know a single person who's not a fan of this guy. Fletcher. A rare miss for him. His only 2nd on the night, and it's going to be Ears with the O board here.
Big defensive possession here for the Bulls. They've got to start now. It's now or never at this stage in the game. You need to get a stop. You need to get some baskets. try to get the momentum shifting in your direction.
Davison, two-man game with Jack Andrew. Floats up and above, gets the foul. Heads to the Chemist Warehouse. Does Carlin Davison. Almost flew.
No, he does.
Defies gravity.
He really does. He's got some crazy hops. And just some freaky athleticism.
Like, how do you get like that?
You're born with
Asking
it.
for a friend.
I don't think the amount of training you would do could get you close to the rim. You just don't have the height.
I just don't. Thanks for letting everyone know. Thanks, Kason.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that. There's a reason I'm in the commentary booth. And
If I got down on all fours and you jumped off my back, you might have a chance.
I might touch the net. Well, Carl Davison speaking to the net, finds the bottom of it. Carl Davison averaging almost 19 points a game, 5 assists and 8 rebounds. Vano misses in the corner. It's just been a dirty day at the office for the Bulls, and here come the Airs. Slings it over to Fletcher. Oh, and Cameron, he's sold again. Always in the lane, taking it in the chest is Cameron, but gets his second block of the night.
It looks good, it looks clean, but like you said earlier in the game, he is a charge-generating machine, just not going in his favor, much like everything else for the Bulls tonight.
Love the effort, though, from Tobias Cameron. That's what we need to see from the Bulls in a deficit like this. And he's a guy you can always count on to get his body on the floor. He's up to 3 fouls on the night now, but no change coming from Sebastian Gleim. Foxwell fired that into the hands of kind of everyone in the Bulls passing lane there. DKP and Jalen Duran will join forces again. Sebastian Gleim looking down his bench as if to say, who can I actually put in right now? Jordan Hunt really the only meaningful contribution off the bench. Marcel Jones sitting at only 6 minutes so far, Kaysen.
Yeah, and again, when you've got a veteran like that sitting on the bench, can't contribute, you know, I personally, it's a tough call here if you're the coach. You're looking for an answer when you're looking down your bench. Who's gonna step up? And they're just waiting for someone. But again, you can see the somber looks down the bench. No one excited about this massive deficit.
Well, not what anyone would have expected right now. The Bulls sitting third on the table and just not playing like it tonight. Foxwell, the hard show, not successful, proving himself to be hard to stop as Owen Foxwell.
He is quite crafty with the dribble too. He's got some handles.
He's very shifty, earned him a spot in the Boomers for the Trans-Tasman Throwdown just recently in May. Got some starting positions in there as well. Just 21 years old, starting for the Australian national team. Not too bad of a resume.
Not too shabby at 21.
There he is from the Chemist Warehouse. The Bulls and the bonus just adding fuel to the fire for the Bulls. And the Airs have really cleaned up their defensive game. Just 1 foul in this quarter. They were in the bonus within 4 minutes the first quarter.
Yeah, that was it was pretty rough in the first opening minutes. But you're right, they have done well, and you can see it here. They're shifting well, they're switching, they're collapsing, just making it difficult. Again, Bulls unable to connect on the 3.
And Rusbatch specifically, as Cameron sends that one home. 0 for 5 for Ethan Rusbatch. This is a guy that shoots it at just 36% on the season. He has established his mark as an international shooter and can't do it tonight on the stage. The Airs just look so relaxed. Davison floats. He's done a really good job at drawing fouls tonight, proving himself to be hard to guard.
It's so tough because you want to give him space, but you can't give him space because he can shoot the ball as well. So again, as soon as he has anybody on that first step, he's going to the rim, and at that stage, there's no prayer for you. Unless you can jump up as high as he can, which
I don't know if anyone in the league can.
No, as soon as he gets that first step, he's gone. So again, you've either got to deny and not allow him to catch the ball, or as soon as he does, you're on him. Well, I've lost my metaphor, but you're on him. You don't
You're
give
on
him any inch.
And with those from the Chemist Warehouse, he joins Armon Fletcher in the 20-point club. Oh, the athletic leap from him down the other end. Nods an acceptance of that foul. Cameron, he's been aggressive tonight, understands his role, understands what the Bulls are needing from him.
They might be needing just a little bit more, especially with the lack of shooting from Rusbach tonight. He has got to look for his opportunities early and often. Because again, Jordan Hunt, another one of those, you know, those sharp shooters that can't get it to fall tonight.
14 points in the night for Tobias Cameron, the 26-year-old. Playing his former team over the last 2 years is Tobias Cameron. Makes those both still a 30-point deficit. It feels surreal to say, but the Eds sure have not slowed down. It's going to be an off-ball foul on Casey Noirfort. You just see the cheeky smile there from DKP. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Just being a veteran bully down there. Noirfort is being welcomed to the league by a vet.
And again, I forgot for a split second, but they are in the bonus. So if the defense is slacking for the Bulls, it's going to be a long night at the Chemist stripe.
And look, they've done a better job with the Airs scoring so far. The quarter only sits at 14-10, make that 15-10. But if they are going to send these guys to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, that deficit's only going to get bigger.
Yeah, exactly right. And I feel like the Airs have been a lot looser in this third quarter, you know, going for those high-risk passes, looking for those opportunities, and why not? This is the time, not to practice, but yeah, to practice those passes that you wouldn't normally take in a closer game.
Just getting everything pretty easy as well over the years. The Bulls not so much, but it's going to be Tobias Cameron who's putting his head down and doing the dirty work. It's back to 30, and he has 17 on the night.
Yeah, again, just take over, because you don't have the likes of Tay Hardy out there. And yeah, your team needs something to get going. Might as well put him on your back.
Here he goes again. Was that a nutmeg?
Yeah,
it's a nutmeg. Nice from Cameron. And Vano drops it off to Hunt. That's nice. An encouraging sign for the Bulls.
Yeah, still just chipping away. Still a lot of time left, 4 minutes. You still have a whole nother quarter to go.
It's actually a pretty even quarter here. 16-14 for the Ears. Bulls just dug themselves a hole in that first quarter. DKP misses the bunny. And here come the Bulls. A little bit of a run right now. Cameron in the corner. He's been so good tonight. Rusbach, the rebound, leaves it short, but gets the foul. Gives Ethan Rusbach a chance for his first points of the night at the Chemist Warehouse.
Now he can drop this lead down to 26. You know, just chip, chip, chip away. Stay on the play, crash the boards, get some easy twos, and you might be able to sneak back into this game.
And long-term goals for the Bulls as well. Even if they don't come away with a win tonight, points scored and points against are essential for DeSalle's NBL ladder. We're at round 10 of 16 rounds. It's getting to that business end as Ethan Rusbach makes them both in the Chemist Warehouse. So they definitely want to close the gap, even if they can't tip this one tonight. Carlin Davison way too long in transition, and it's been a flurry of hope so far. And Ethan Rusbach feels it. 0 from 6 he goes. There's going to be a foul on the rebound, which will likely send Rusbach back to the Chemist Warehouse.
Yep, the Airs need to not get too comfortable here. You can see a little glimmer of energy from the Bulls, again injected from Tobias Cameron, and Rusbach crashing the boards really well. He's not, oh, it's going to be against Rusbach.
Yeah, looked like Davison had a pretty tough hit just then. And he's going to go to the line this time for a pair from the Chemist Warehouse. Looks pretty ginger, but still buries that one home.
Never a doubt.
And that is going to go against Ethan Rusbach. He's up to 3 personal fouls on the night. 82 plays 50 for
That'll be another foul on Telfer. He's had a couple of those right at the mid-court.
You can always trust Telfer to be that pesky guard playing up and in defense. Tobias Cameron, 17 points on the night for him, 53% from the field. He's really been their go-to guy tonight. Tay Hardy not doing it for the Bulls. And there's another turnover. They are plaguing the Bulls tonight. 14, and here's the chance to push in transition once again. Foxwell finds Davison, using his pivot. Body into Rusbatch. Finds DKP, he's hit one. Oh. Andrew, the rebounding machine, silently going about his business, gets it back to 30 and gets himself 12 points.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head, Jack Andrew. Just goes about his business, cleaning up the boards, cleaning up the easy twos, and Rusbatch with another miss. Another possession for the Airs.
That ball is just swinging for the Airs, has been all night. Foxwell, cherry on top. Puts an end to this Bulls run. And you just feel the vibes for the Airs are unmatched. The Bulls being forced into a timeout, and rightfully so. Sebastian Glime's got to have some words. There's Foxwell. Wow. Just well.
The Airs are just in a flow state right now, you know? Everything's working. They can hit anyone in transition. Everyone's contributing, rebounding, defending. Happy coaching staff, I'm sure, on the sideline.
Yeah, they've got to be stoked with this, the Taranaki is. It's going to likely result in 2 wins in a row for them. Had the win over the Phi last week, 75-62. Looking like they're going to come away with this one as well and join the top 3 alongside the Rams and the Saints. If the Bulls drop this one, it's going to be the first time they have lost 2 games in a row this season. And they kind of had the similar issues last week against the Giants. It was only 80 points they scored in that matchup. Tay Hardy, who's the leading scorer, only had 13 in that one. Uncharacteristic tonight. 12 so far. We haven't seen him in a while either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yep, there he is. There he's back.
And Cameron's going to take a seat alongside Rusbatch.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head. It's scoring deficit. They need someone else to stay. You cannot just rely on one player. You've got to share the load. And obviously, Tay Hardy feeling the weight of his responsibilities tonight. Oh, there we go.
There you go. A quitter in the corner. And the Bulls can sigh a sigh of relief. They are now 4 from 21. A quitter up to 9. And they'll take that any day of the week. Telfer. Too easy. DKP cleaning up the boards. Andrew will have a go from deep now. And Hardy, too aggressive on the contest of the O boards. Telfer. I think choosing some colourful words to display his frustration with that missed layup.
It was so wide open. Those are the most annoying ones to miss.
Look, sometimes they're just a little bit too wide open.
Yeah.
You know?
Way too open. It just, the gates opened up. Couldn't convert. But look where he ended up anyway.
Yeah, made up for it, did Scott Telfer. Got the O board. His first of the night. And we'll head to the Chemist Warehouse. Tay Hardy, his second foul. 12 offensive rebounds on the night for the Airs. 3 for Carlin Davison and 3 for Jack Andrew.
There's just not a lot of communicating between the Bulls right now. Obviously, they're down massively, but you can just see the body language where you've got the Airs. They have a comfy lead, but they're all smiling, they're talking, and that's one of the ways that you can try to get the fire going. You've got to talk to your teammates. Everyone's just kind of going within right now because they feel the frustration. Obviously, being down by 30 is not ideal.
We're going to see another rebounding foul.
Another
Kaysen.
one.
Another one. And another trip to the Chemist Warehouse for Carlin Davison. He's 6 for 6 tonight. Really chucking some money towards that Chemist Warehouse and BBNZ Hoops and Schools program. Make that 7 from 7, 24 points for the young man. It's just errors all around for the Bulls. They're up to 14 turnovers, and they've sent the Ears to the free throw line 30 times tonight, where they have shot well over 80%.
And early days in this game, I thought it was going to be the other way around, with the Bulls living at the line with all the fouls that the Airs committed, but they were able to clean it up.
And the Bulls get like this, Kaysen. When they lose, they go out pretty hard. They have had some very uncharacteristic games where it almost seems like everything just stops working for them. Happened in Pukekohe against the Sharks. They lost that one by 40. It just is such a weird feel to it. Garland Davison, the walking highlight reel, catches the oot, does it again. Oh my gosh, this guy. I can hear someone else in the crowd still going on about it.
It's probably the lady with the Carlin Davison shirt.
Yep, absolutely. Let's take another look. How exciting to have a teammate like that as well, eh?
You just stole the words right out of my mouth.
You see him in transition, you're like, oh yeah.
Yep. Or it gives you that look, little eyebrow lift,
Yeah.
little hey, hit me high.
Oh, Davison, and that's 27 points for him tonight as well. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, still without a turnover.
What a performance. And how many minutes has he played? 25 minutes.
Just a wow factor, Carlin Davison making his case for a most improved nod.
Well, you've got 2 most improves on the same team.
On the same team. And there he is again. He's feeling the energy. Finds Fletcher, who's wide open, high arcing shot. He's well and truly cooled off, but still sits with 23 points tonight. We're getting to the tail end of this third quarter. The Bulls are yet to find an answer. Gloga trying to work on Davison there. Davison committing his 3rd foul of the night.
You said it's the end of the third quarter, but the vibes on the court are definitely giving off 4th quarter.
You're right. It feels like the energy for the Bulls is just being sucked out of them as Gloga gets that one from the Chemist Warehouse. You're right. It kind of feels like they have just assumed it's done.
Well, you look at the scoreboard, 92-59, you're like, oh, surely this is over. But there's still a whole nother 4th quarter to play. Still a chance to add some more to the points, whether they win or lose. They still need to attack on offense.
And if you lose, you definitely want to go out in a respectable way. Foxwell threads the absolute needle to Telfer. Oh my goodness, Sal's NBL plays of the week, surely.
Oh my gosh, the crafty handles from Foxwell, the laser pass in the corner.
And Fletcher timed that one perfectly. Got the strip on Cameron. Wow. Foxwell. The camera didn't even see Telfer in the corner.
No.
Foxwell did. That's his 4th assist of the night. He's got 12 points to go along with that and 3 steals. Hardy over to Gloga. Gloga with 9 points, kind of quiet for him tonight, coming off a 20-piece against the Giants on Sunday evening. Here he is. Spins and never misses that hook shot, does Gloga.
Especially with his back to the basket. He's so efficient on that little 8 to 10 footer.
I just still can't believe the Ears have 95 points and we're still sitting in the 3rd quarter.
I'm shocked.
Here they go. A chance to edge even closer to that 100-point mark. Foxwell dances with Hunt, leaves it long. And here goes the last possession of the quarter. It's going to be the Bulls. Is it going to be Tay Hardy? Or it will be Jordan Hunt? The hoop and the harm, but it's dead silent in the building. No one behind the Bulls right now. I don't even think they're behind themselves.
It definitely doesn't feel like that, but like we keep talking about, chip away. It's a good little offensive board there. Nice crash. Didn't get the 2, but he'll have a chance for 2 here.
Jordan Hunt, 8 points of the night for him, 4 rebounds. With 1 from 4 from downtown. been playing in the British Basketball League. Knocked out in the quarterfinal rounds, looking to make it further in the Sal's NBL this year. It's going to be a heave for Owen Foxwell. Tayani robbed him of the opportunity. And just like that, folks, the Ears teeter on a 100-point game in the third quarter, 95-64. Plenty of action still to come. Stick around. No mai hoki mai, welcome back. Sal's NBL action here on Sky Sport. It is the Ears with a dominant lead, 95-64. You can say the Bulls are pretty hungry to get things going in this fourth quarter. If they are, they can get their hands on a large Nana pizza, $29 a pop. Scan that QR code or use the online code SalsCook25. That looks like one heck of a pizza valid till next Tuesday. Maya Williamson here, joined by Kason Buckman. All stats, of course, brought to you by Chemist Warehouse. And it is no surprise, Kason, that Carlin Davidson sits pretty at the top of the mix and pick game MVP poll.
Yeah, he is definitely my MVP this game. You've got Armand Fletcher in there as well, and Jack Andrew. I mean, they've all just played so incredibly well tonight.
Yeah, it's just been one of those games where the Bulls looking like they're almost sort of imploding. Jordan Hunt leaves that one short, but the long length gets the O board.
He's doing a great job crashing the offensive boards late in this game.
DKP finds the cutting Jack Andrew. Big to big, Twin Towers slams it home. The boy from Waimaru. And the Ears just pick up where they left off. It's been a night for them. Cameron down the lane now. He's been really good tonight for them.
He has been so solid. Again, exactly what they need, giving them life in their lowest moments. Tobias Cameron stepping up.
And they've needed someone to step up and be their leader. Ruben Taranaki was kind of that presence for the 5 games he was with them. No Flynn Cameron hurt a little bit as well. DKP, he's been so good tonight, but just leaves it short. Cameron finds Coca Gray, getting some good minutes tonight. Finishes that. Take it, 2 points. Sal's NBL for the young gun.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is great exposure for him. Again, he's going to be fresh. He might bring that energy they need here in this fourth quarter.
We've just been flying around for the Ears all night. Everyone getting their own. Telfer, also beneficiary of that treatment. Again, we to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 4 points for Scott Telfer tonight. Of course, the Ears coming into this game was 7-4, fourth on the ladder. The Bulls 8-4, third. Lost tonight. We'll see those two switch. And more exciting games to come this week, Kason. The Sharks play the Hawks tomorrow night. That's 6 plays 8. Sharks coming off a good win on Sunday evening against the Otago Nuggets. could see Sharks make a surge for that top 6. How good would it be to have Southland back in playoff contention?
It would be exactly what this league needs.
Makes that one to Scott Telfer. And of course, the Phi and the Saints will battle it out on Friday evening. The Phi adding the additions of Mojave King and Anzac Rossetto recently changes their identity. The Saints second on the ladder as well. It's going to be an interesting one. The Giants and the Rams, the Southern Derby. Of course, the Rams back-to-back champs and first in the league right now. But the Giants looking pretty good right now. A couple wins in a row. Cameron makes something work out of nothing. And finally joins the 20-point club alongside Fletcher and Davison. '98 plays 72. The 21-year-old Davison leaves it short. Hardy, a quiet night for this guy, who's their leading scorer. And there goes his 8th turnover of the night. Oh, Foxwell sold that one down the river. 100 points. The answer from Gloger. But no doubt, a timeout is going to go the way the is. Sam McKinnon just wants to clean things up here and keep the standard high for the boys.
Yeah, exactly right. The standard needs to maintain where it was in those first 3 quarters. Again, getting a little bit loose and free here in this 4th quarter. But like we mentioned, they had a nice cushion from the first half.
Well, the Bulls have to go again pretty shortly. They're going to have to bounce back from this, you know, what we're going to call a loss. I think it's pretty fair enough to say that. And battle it out with the Jets on Sunday in Manawatu. So that's a really hard time span to try and solve this issue within. What are they going to have to do between games? I mean, you just got to put this one behind you and keep chugging on.
Well, you have to. But, I mean, it's still not over. Still a lot of time, but
Love
again,
the optimism.
I am optimistic, you know, no lead is safe. I think they just need to come back to what got them to the top of the ladder in the first place. You know, get back to, because right now they just are so disjointed. There's no real chemistry happening. It's a lot of one guy goes and tries to take over and do it all himself. There's not a whole lot of flow happening offensively. And again, they need to share the load a lot more. And Tobias Cameron has shown he can do it. I think he just needs to step up into that scoring role for his team. Clearly he can do it.
And someone's just got to take some leadership as well. We haven't seen any vocal leadership to get these guys back on track and bring the emotional energy back and focus to where they're at. And that's been a huge part of it, is Foxwell. Oh. We want to say Davison's a walking highlight reel. Foxwell sure making a contention now and having fun with it as well.
I mean, look at the talent that the Airs have on the court right now. So dynamic. Anyone can go. That's just what a blessing for that team.
And the Airs just opting not to really empty their bench, trying to obviously climb the ladder in points percentage up to 100 already. They average 95 a game, and interestingly, the Bulls average 84 points a game. They're 3rd in the league on that defensive efficiency, but have really let go of those reins tonight. And that's when you know they're in trouble, when they're letting up on their defensive intensity.
Oh, absolutely. But the shots taken this game, 66 for the Airs to 53 for the Bulls.
And there's Cameron, make that the 54th shot of the game and his 24th point. He's 2 for 6 from downtown. Oh my God! Davison on your head, Jordan Hart.
Oh, with the cross, took the ankles and the slam. Oh my, Tobias Cameron trying to answer back. Oh, wow.
Carlin Davison just put an absolute poster on Jordan Hunt's head.
They're just playing pickup ball now.
Can we see one again for Carlin Davison? This man, he enters the 30-point zone. Carlin Davison, the walking highlight reel, is putting on a show tonight.
He is feeling himself. Cameron trying to get going again, just nothing happening with offensive rotations for the Bulls. No communication, silent as ever. What can you do? And then you see this guy going absolutely off in this fourth quarter.
And look at that smile, rightfully so. The 21-year-old in his element. Carlin Davison, 34 points, and has shown himself to be Mr. Fourth Quarter. Let's take a look. Oh! Jordan Hunt, no emotion on his face whatsoever. Oh, looked at him too.
Had him in a spin cycle from the get-go.
Easy is. Are playing good basketball, but they're also just having fun with it. And that's a success, 106 points so far.
They're just gelling in every which way. And again, it just shows how strong this team is, especially the top 6 players. They're not going that deep tonight, but again, they've got the pedal on the metal and they're not letting off.
Davison, 36 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and is sitting pretty at the top of that game MVP mix and pick poll. Scan the QR code and have your say. Tobias Cameron amongst as well. Armon Fletcher had a monster first half. He's significantly cooled off now, but that's just because his teammate is going off. And I must say, Carlin Davison, 28 minutes doing all of this. He's 54% from the field and doesn't have a single turnover.
That's why he's one of my favorites.
That much ball in hand and not a single turnover. I mean, for the Airs in general, 3 turnovers on a night and shooting at 53% from the field and 33% from downtown. That is really as efficient gets.
Well, yeah, as a team collective, they have really earned this lead at every corner. And they've really, like you said, cleaned it up defensively, not giving away those ticky-tack fouls anymore. You see it there, 2 fouls for the Bulls, 1 for the Airs. And their chemistry is unmatched tonight. This young man here trying to get it going for his team. He's sitting pretty with 24, but the team still has quite a ways to go to get to that 109-point mark.
And I think, Kaysen, been brought to my attention, I think this might be a career night for Carlin Davison.
I had a feeling.
We'll get some confirmation in a second, but 27 points, I'm pretty sure, was his career high before this one. He hasn't even reached the 30s yet.
He's only 21, which is the most insane part to me. He's only gonna keep getting better and better and better.
Like, are you joking me?
Pretty nuts. And he'll probably jump higher next year as well. And then he'll be a real problem.
And that's even, he's gonna,
oh, there he goes.
He's gonna hit his head on the roof if he jumps any higher. There he is again. He's just been everywhere. And what an exciting player to watch as well. Always love seeing him play.
He can take it, he can distribute it. I think the thing that probably doesn't get as much attention is the way he can just generate steals. He's a steal machine. He's got 4 on the night. And averaging for the season at least 2 per game. And again, just defensively, such a strong player.
Oh, that ball swinging for the Bulls. That's nice, and Peyton Hughes just too long. Oh, Tobias Cameron. Oh, and he gets the tag as well. Look, you can understand that frustration. That's his 3rd block call of the night. He's been hunting for a charge all night long, hasn't got it, and with that he's going to foul out and also give up the technical foul. And after the night he's had, that's just such a disappointing exit.
It really is. I mean, 25 on the night. You'd think he's getting some good position, but refs see it differently, and he will leave the game with 5.5 left to play. Again, such a solid effort from him. He brought the energy when no one else could. 25 points for him, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and unfortunately 5 fouls. The stat no one wants.
You're right, but you got to give him credit, eh? That's just such a night from him, and stepped up when really nobody else was. You feel like he's also just brought the energy that the Bulls were missing.
I feel like he was the sole source of energy. I mean, Tay Hardy in the first few minutes, but then when things weren't going their way, it just seems like the whole team shut down. And Tobias Cameron tried to pick up and get things going, but you cannot rely on one guy to carry the load. It's just been a disheveled mess from the Bulls tonight.
Well, I hope you at home aren't a Franklin Bulls and Minnesota Timberwolves fan, because your heart's been broken twice in a day.
Ooh.
Carlin Davison finally commits his first turnover, but no one can blame him. He's just been on an absolute heater in the fourth quarter, so he gets to do whatever he wants. And he's going to take a seat tonight. Carlin Davison, 36 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Oh, the dime! Christian Vanot to Anderson. Keeping the energy. Other young guns just enjoying every chance at this development that they can get.
Well, you know, if I were a coach, I probably would have injected them into the game earlier with the way the starters ended up playing. You know, just to try to switch it up a little bit, get some life back into the game, and you see another steal here.
Yeah, Anderson, very athletic in the passing lane. There he goes. Still getting confirmation on whether or not this is a career high for Carlin Davison.
I believe it is.
Might have matched it. Either way, he's sure had himself a blinder of a night. And no doubt the Breakers are going to be calling his name once again. Vanot. Scott Telfer just can't help but foul tonight.
No, it was Jaron. It was Jaron on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. I just criticised him heavily for absolutely no reason. But I'm not wrong. Telfer's got 4 fouls too. Okay? That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
Take it up with him.
Well, it looks like I finally found some stats, and the sea of stats were given by Casey Frank. Shout out Casey Frank. This is the second time this season Carlin's had 36.
Matched it.
First was against the Wellington Saints in that double OT game earlier in the year. He had.
Oh yeah, he played like 50 minutes that game, didn't he?
Yeah, upwards of 40 for sure. Well, obviously, because that's a lot of minutes to play. So no doubt he's got 36 points.
For sure.
For sure.
There's 40 minutes in regulation.
Yeah, but you don't play every minute of the game typically. Thanks,
Look at
Casey.
Carlin Davison, you do.
If you're Carlin Davison, you scored 36 points twice in a season. Heck of an effort from the young gun. I say put him back on. Let him get his career high.
Yeah, why not?
Christian Vanot has come to play. He's really making the most of these minutes he's getting. And this scoreline is, you know, it's not fantastic, but it's looking a little better.
Yeah, looking way better than that 30-point deficit earlier.
Exeter, he was really good in Rapid League, and steals aplenty coming now for the Bulls. Casey Noir into the hands of Jack Exeter. Takes a lot to bump him over, but Exeter is going to be whistled for that foul.
Really not happy on that play. I'm not sure why he was so fired up, but he is definitely heated. Again, the young ones giving the injection of energy that was missing for the majority of the game.
It's going to be
0.
just a regular foul on Jack Exeter. Timeout called for the Taranaki Ears. And Sam McKinnon's just going to keep them on the floor. And you can assume that the message here is you just got to keep playing with intensity. We're not in a league in which you can let up at the end of games, even just like this. There's points percentage just so important, especially for the Ears, who are now going to enter that top 3 position.
Well, they went from about 3 to 4 turnovers to 7 pretty quickly here in the final minutes. And credit where credit is due. The Bulls defense really picked it up. The young guns brought the intensity, created those turnovers. But you're right, just keeping it controlled. You know, we still have a comfy lead, but you want to keep it clean. Finish with the deficit you want, because you are taking their spot on the ladder at the end of the day. But you want to have that gap, that little bit of edge, because you never know what's going to happen in the following weeks.
They've definitely got some tough matchups to come. It's not going to be a while before we see these guys match up once again, and the Bulls are going to hope for a different story in that case. It's going to be a quick turnaround for the Franklin Bulls, who are going to have to put this one behind them as they face the Jets on Sunday. Of course, more exciting games to come this week. The Sharks play the Hawks tomorrow, which could get interesting. The Sharks get a win as they continue to surge up the ladder. They find the Saints on Friday, the Giants and the Rams on Saturday, alongside the Nuggets and the Hawks. And then Sunday we'll see not only the Bulls, but the Auckland Toys Hudder playing the Wellington Saints. Nwafo is going to make that free throw. I think we had a technical foul come as a result of that regular foul from Jack Exeter. Unsportsmanlike was the call. I apologise. Anderson downhill, turns it over. Here comes Bailey in the ears. Telfer. Exeter.
Oh, there's your man.
And Scott Telfer is going to foul out. An uncharacteristic one from him as well. An offensive foul for Scott Telfer. He's going to take a seat. 16 minutes, 5 points, 2 assists and 5 fouls for Telfer. And in comes Cameron Quinnell. Gets his first minutes of the night. The product of Taranaki, went to Opunaki High School. Sees his first Sal's NBL action of tonight. Norfolk lifts up and sends it home. Norfolk, 4 points off the bench for him. 3 rebounds to go alongside that. Jalen Durant. Oh, even better. Back-to-back highlight plays. Coca Gray sends it home. Shot clock winds down. Durant is 3, 2. And it's going to have to be a shot here from Jack Exeter. Oh, understood the assignment, but rattles out. Charging towards that 2-minute mark. The lead sitting at 20, was upwards of 30. And just been really a dominant performance from the ears from the get-go. It was already 30 at halftime as Vanel gets the easy 2. And they have really not let up.
No, I mean, this is why you play to the buzzer. I mean, these young guys have come in and just really done a good job decreasing this deficit.
Can't say Kaysen. I expected this deficit whatsoever. I was expecting neck and neck.
I agree with you on that.
Quinnell, the crowd erupts as the local boy gets 2, 20-year-old out of Taranaki. These young guns playing with some energy. Adam, speaking of young guns, gets the O board, the D board, sorry. Durant can't find Quinnell. Exeter out of Rangiora, finds Bailey. Oh, nice finish.
Great look, great finish from Bailey on the other side of the rim.
And Sebastian Gleim wants them to do better, calls the timeout. We've got 1.5 minutes to go. Wants to smooth things over, perfect things before that final buzzer goes. It's just so interesting the way the Bulls can almost, it looks like a little bit of a self-implosion. I don't know.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. And there needs to be someone who's going to step up and be the leader. The exit of Ruben Tarangi was not helpful in terms of that leadership, veteran culture. Tay Hardy is very young for a guy that you want to be a leader. It might even have to be the likes of Tobias Cameron. Or when Flynn Cameron, brother, comes back, there's going to have to be someone who's willing to take charge on the emotional energy of this Bulls team and keep them afloat in moments where they get challenged like this.
That's exactly right. They're just missing that voice of reason, that voice to look to, you know, like, hey, guys, get them together. Because you can see it in between plays, players on the ground, no one's running to help them up. It's those little team things that really make a difference, and just not seeing that from the Bulls this evening.
Just over 1 minute to go. These young guns really battling it out, earning these minutes and developing themselves outside of the Rapid League, and that's what you'd like to see. Noafor, nice little turnaround hook shot. He's up to 6 points off the bench.
I mean, to score 91 and lose is still a pretty decent effort, being down 30.
100%. They were definitely not nearing that whatsoever, but they've come out firing and are actually winning the fourth quarter, believe it or not. The first quarter they've won all game, but just was a little too late. 25-18 is the score on this quarter. And was only 27-18 at the end of the first, but they just took off in that second quarter to the ears. It was a 37-20 second quarter, and they've just been away ever since. Durant from the Chemist Warehouse. Durant, 28-year-old out of Hibiscus Coast, has played 94 games in the Sal's NBL before the season, 8 with the Panthers earlier this year. Played for the Sharks, the Bulls, the Huskies, the Ears, and the Rangers. And last few positions left in this one. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport. Hope you've enjoyed this obliteration from the Taranaki Ears tonight. Vano leaves it short. It was tipped away by the Ears. Despite the deficit, the Ears still hunting a bucket here. Durant, aggressive, blocked away. Ooh, and a foul call. Noafor got up, sent it into the bleachers.
Was it?
But there was some active hands in there. It's going to be 2 from the Chemist Warehouse for Jalen Durant.
Oh. Let's see it. Oh, just missed it. Maybe the body-on-body contact, but absolutely the cleanest of clean blocks that I've ever seen.
That's what Noafor does. Durant, 4 points off the bench for him tonight. He's played a healthy 20 minutes. Chucks one into the caddy for the BBNZ and Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Just a reminder of the night it's been for the Ears. 36, 10, 5 and 4 for Carlin Davidson. 23 for Armon Fletcher. 66% from the field for him. Most improved leading candidate for sure, Jack Andrew. 14 points and 9 rebounds for him. 4 of them offensive. DKP as well, putting on a performance. 15 points for him. And there you have it. The Taranaki Ears have made this one their own. 2 wins in a row now for the boys from New Plymouth. 117-91, an unexpected win here, Kaysen.
Yeah, an unexpected blowout, I think, is the term. You know, it could have gone either way walking into this game. 3rd and 4th on the table, but the Airs, they came to play pedal to the metal early on, and they stuck it to the Bulls.
You've got to show respect at least to the Bulls, I guess. Just finished off really strong at the end of that one. Let's take another look at the Chemist Warehouse stats.
Pretty crazy numbers there from Carlin Davis at 36. Tobias Cameron with 25. He really put the team on his back tonight. Armon Fletcher with 23. A bit of a quiet second half there, but when you've got Carlin Davidson popping off, that's what you do. You let him take over. Gloger with 15 as well as DKP. Davidson, 10 rebounds. 8 for Hunt, 9 for Andrew. Oquera, 6. Fletcher with 5. Noafor, 4, as well as Gloger. 3 apiece for Kelman Poto. And then assist Davidson as well. A few more assists, he could have had a triple-double.
He's just led 3 of the stat categories in a row.
Yeah.
Outrageous scenes.
Yeah. I mean, he's just going to keep growing, which is the scary bit. Oquera with 2 blocks. Andrew Quino, Fletcher, and Nwafor with 1 apiece.
Wait till you see the name that's going to show up on the steals here. There is again, Davison. Foxwell obviously leading the charge with that one, and 1 apiece for the rest of the squads that you see on your screen. And I think the tale of that is Carla Davidson is pretty good at basketball, Kaysen.
Yeah, I mean, the people picked him as well, so it must be pretty good.
He is your mix and pick game MVP. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport. A massive congratulations to the Taranaki years. Make sure you tune into Sales NBL across the week. Ka kite anō.